clash out. Just take the wheel before I crash now. With all this pressure I could crack now, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same. Tell me what you wanted to say. Losing my sense of direction, you want my attention. Please just wait for me. On your knees at night when you pray for me. I see you come, tears are running. Don't be disappointed in me, I just want it to be. They say a change is coming, I hope it's on the way. Could it be more indifferent? Really, it's all the same. Blacked out, dragged out, can't hold it in, I gotta lash out, clash out. Just take the wheel before I crash now. With all this pressure I could crack now, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same. If it's all the same. Taylor about the fucking flex. All the same. If it's all the same. All the same. Arigatou gozaimashita. Always good rain. Taylor about the fucking flex. Ain't it fun when you're leaving? A world where no one gives a fuck, and it comes with all the vices. To forget yourself, just pick one up. I've been stumbling, running from all the things my hurt comes from. But I'm caught up, and I let emotions beat me down. They say a change is coming, I hope it's on the way. I'm sitting, waiting, wishing. Really, it's all the same. Blacked out, dragged out, can't hold it in, I gotta lash out, clash out. Just take the wheel before I crash now. With all this pressure I could crack now, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same. Tell me what you wanted to say. Losing my sense of direction, you want my attention. Please just wait for me. On your knees at night when you pray for me. I see you come, tears are running. Don't be disappointed in me, I just want it to be. They say a change is coming, I hope it's on the way. Could it be more indifferent? Really, it's all the same. Blacked out, dragged out, can't hold it in, I gotta lash out, clash out. Just take the wheel before I crash now. With all this pressure I could crack now, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same. If it's all the same. Taylor about the fucking flex. All the same. If it's all the same. All the same. Arigatou gozaimashita. Always good rain. Taylor about the fucking flex. Ain't it fun when you're leaving? A world where no one gives a fuck, and it comes with all the vices. To forget yourself, just pick one up. I've been stumbling, running from all the things my hurt comes from. But I'm caught up, and I let emotions beat me down. They say a change is coming, I hope it's on the way. I'm sitting, waiting, wishing. Really, it's all the same. Blacked out, dragged out, can't hold it in, I gotta lash out, clash out. Just take the wheel before I crash now. With all this pressure I could crack now, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same. Tell me what you wanted to say. Losing my sense of direction, you want my attention, please just wait. Just wait for me, on your knees at night when you pray for me. I seen you come, tears are running, don't be disappointed in me. I just wanted to be. They say a change is coming, I hope it's on the way. Couldn't be more indifferent, really it's all the same. Blacked out, dragged out, can't hold it in, I gotta lash out, clash out. Just take the wheel before I crash now. With all this pressure I could crack now, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, if it's all the same, Taylor about the fucking flex. All the same, if it's all the same, all the same.
Taylor about the fucking flex.
Ain't it fine when you're leaving? A world where no one gives a fuck, and it comes with all the vices. To forget yourself, just pick one up. I've been stumbling, running from all the things my hurt comes from. But I'm caught up, now I'm caught up, and I let emotions beat me numb. They say a change is coming, I hope it's on the way. I'm sitting, waiting, wishing, really it's all the same. Blacked out, dragged out, can't hold it in, I gotta lash out, clash out. Just take the wheel before I crash now. With all this pressure I could crack now, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, tell me what you wanted to say. Losing my sense of direction, you want my attention, please just wait. Just wait for me, on your knees at night when you pray for me. I seen you come, tears are running, don't be disappointed in me. I just wanted to be. They say a change is coming, I hope it's on the way. Couldn't be more indifferent, really it's all the same. Blacked out, dragged out, can't hold it in, I gotta lash out, clash out. Just take the wheel before I crash now. With all this pressure I could crack now, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, if it's all the same,
Taylor about the fucking flex.
all the same, if it's all the same, all the same.
Taylor about the fucking flex.
Ain't it fine when you're leaving? A world where no one gives a fuck, and it comes with all the vices. To forget yourself, just pick one up. I've been stumbling, running from all the things my hurt comes from. But I'm caught up, now I'm caught up, and I let emotions beat me numb. They say a change is coming, I hope it's on the way. I'm sitting, waiting, wishing, really it's all the same. Blacked out, dragged out, can't hold it in, I gotta lash out, clash out. Just take the wheel before I crash now. With all this pressure I could crack now, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, tell me what you wanted to say. Losing my sense of direction, you want my attention, please just wait. Just wait for me, on your knees at night when you pray for me. I seen you come, tears are running, don't be disappointed in me. I just wanted to be. They say a change is coming, I hope it's on the way. Couldn't be more indifferent, clash out. Just take the wheel before I crash now. With all this pressure I could crack now, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, but I'll keep to myself. If it's all the same, all the same,
Taylor about to fucking flex.
all the same. If it's all the same, all the same.
Hello and welcome back to Urban Anime Podcast, where we discuss your favorite topics. It's your boy Big Dog Ruff back with another week, and I'm joined by a couple of friends of mine. I'm not rude, but I'll let them tell you who they are.
It's your boy Law, just chilling, man.
It's your boy Chill Guy, give me a chill vibe. Ryoiki Tenkai, Urban Anime Podcast.
Man, listen, you nerds, but don't let them know how much of a nerd you is, bro.
Nah. He that much of a nerd by himself.
Not gonna lie, he killed that shit though. I gotta give him credit.
He did. I just want to get.
I don't even know what he said just now.
Do it again, Drico.
Domain, I said domain expansion, Urban Anime Podcast.
Do it again, Drico. Do it again. Show this nigga that accent.
Ryoiki Tenkai, Urban Anime Podcast.
That's not how they say domain expansion on Crunchyroll and sub.
Ryoiki Tenkai means expansion of one's domain. What the fuck are you talking about? Shut the
That's not how they say it on the show.
We here at Urban Anime Podcast do not support the right of copying and goddamn.
Yeah, go to bed. Go to bed, boy. Yeah, it's time for him to go to bed.
Let's start this off right. Speaking about shit that's getting put to bed, GTA 6.
As somebody who never touched GTA 5, I'm just gonna say this. Rockstar, y'all fumbling the fucking bag.
It was announced 2025, but no one really expected it to come out in 2025. I don't think anybody with any logical sense.
October or December of 2025, but because of this pushback, it's on some bullshit now.
No, it's getting delayed for quality.
I thought it then got pushed back to 26 though.
Oh no, the announcement just came out the other day, and it got pushed back to 2026 for quality assurance purposes. As somebody who bought Pokemon Scarlet day one, I'm not mad at them at all. Let that game cook. Too many games coming out buggy and glitchy nowadays.
That means the time they better do it right.
They spent all their money on the jiggle physics in that trailer. That's what it was.
None of us brought that Bleach game, bro.
The game got so much shit going on and expectations. I don't want them to rush it at all. And it's GTA. And they are going to expect us to be playing the game for a long ass time. Yeah. They can't fuck with the GTA release. Besides GTA,
Damn,
So-
set your TV loud, bro.
so we're seeing GTA get pushed back. Xbox prices are going to start going up, and PlayStation is soon to follow next.
This is all Nintendo's fault. I'ma say it. I am a Nintendo fanboy, and I blame them. This is their fault. What you mean, $80 for Mario Kart of all games? $80. All right, dog.
Listen, the company is going to start increasing their prices for games. I'm done playing games that's broken on release.
Yes.
If y'all moving up in the price, I don't want any broken games on release. I don't need no day one patch to fix my shit. You better put that shit out in the exact quality you expect it to be.
Ain't that what Nintendo usually do though?
What?
They don't usually have day one patches with Nintendo games.
Right, they don't
See?
because they don't get Nintendo don't have deadlines on their release schedule for games unless they're third party like Pokemon or shit like that. Their main in-house games have no deadlines at all.
I don't have a problem. I know Nintendo puts out quality. Like even though like they are charging a lot for these games, Nintendo rarely ever has issues when it comes to like quality. However, when you switch over to like Xbox games and PlayStation games, there's a big gap between quality. And mainly my focus is on Xbox games because Xbox Studios has bought in a lot of shit as recently. And I don't see them.
I only buy Nintendo for Pokemon, so I don't have a real opinion. The only thing I can say is they can drop the price of these games after a year or two, bro. Like, come the fuck. Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield should not still be $50+ unless you giving me the DLC with it. It's year 4 of the game now. That's crazy.
You're not gonna get that money.
Indeed.
Even the pre-owned copies of the game be $50. Like, what the fuck?
Nintendo, the main reason why GameStop still in service.
What you lying about that? You ain't lying about
You want
that.
a cheap Nintendo game?
No. Wall Street Bets is the reason GameStop is still in service. Let's not forget they was gonna crash that bitch a couple years ago, and everybody just started buying up stocks because them niggas said so.
I forgot about that shit. The boys got saved at the last minute. Random bullshit.
Random bullshit. Go.
We do have some news. Paramount is developing a Sonic spin-off films. Snow White grossed 194 million globally, but it only had a $270 million budget.
Ooh.
Combat Carl is officially set to return in Toy Story 5. The Minecraft movie crossed 700 million globally. The film had a $150 million budget. Ready or Not 2 has begun filming. I'm actually hyped to see that. Ahsoka season 2 will be 8 episodes long. I really don't give a fuck about Star Wars anymore. Toy Story 5 will have a big focus on Jesse.
Jesse. Yeah, Jesse. Who the fuck was that? Who the fuck? The girl cowboy. The cowgirl. And from 2. She was introduced in 2.
Pre-production.
Oh, Woody girlfriend.
Yeah.
No,
not
Buzz's
his
girlfriend.
It's the one you are thinking of, though.
So, what you mean? You all right?
Pre-production for Friday the 13th prequel is being started, but it's being done by Studio A24. Quality movies. An animated Stranger Things spinoff is gonna release, well named.
I've never watched Stranger Things. I try to watch one
That shit.
episode.
Sonic 3 was the 10th most profitable film in 2024.
Excellent.
New season finale, not season finale, series finale is finally done.
About time. That's not
season.
even.
A TV show based on the holdovers is now in the works. Fantastic Four will take place 4 years after the team became superheroes. Emma McKay has been cast as the White Witch in Greta Gerwig's movie. What the fuck? Sydney Sweeney has been cast as live action split fiction movie.
Oh,
Has Been Hotel has been renewed for a third and fourth season on Prime Video.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Greyhound 2 is officially in the works at Apple. Kung Fu Panda 4 is the eighth most profitable film of 2024. Lilo and Stitch remake will have a final runtime of 1 hour and 48 minutes.
Not bad.
Jurassic World Rebirth final runtime is 2 hours and 14 minutes. Spider-Man Brand New Day begins filming in August. Doomsday has already started filming a few days ago. The new King of the Hill series will come out on Hulu this summer.
Wait, this when? This summer.
This summer on Hulu.
You know y'all heard about the big debate, right?
No.
Basically, people have been going back and rewatching the show, and they said there's a lot of signs that point to that. What's his name knew about what Nancy and John Redcorn was doing the entire time. But what Dale did, he rubbed it in John Redcorn's face by going to him about advice about his son.
Okay.
I've heard that theory before, but it don't make sense to me.
It don't, but a lot of people said they went back and watched. I was like, I said, nah, I like the fact that he just chilling, bro.
Yeah, I done seen King of the Hill series like 7-8 times, bro. I ain't never get that thought.
Nah. I felt like he suspected. I felt like he suspected it. It was like, you know what? It is what it is. If they stop, they don't. Because the man clearly knows that Joseph not his son.
And if he don't, he got a real good fucking idea.
Well,
and the one time he could have cheated, he didn't, which is it. That was funny.
Oh, they ain't even crossed his mind. My dog, faithful.
We do also have news. Shouts out to my boy Ryan Coogler. His next project will be an X-Files reboot. That's all the news from that. And then we have some anime news. The producer for Solo Leveling is teasing about the new season. There's a new court case that could get your internet cut off if you pirate anime.
I'm legal.
Good luck.
I'm legal.
Ayo Kishi, the soccer anime season 2 announced. Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War Part 4, rights sold to Adult Swim.
Oh, let's go.
That's crazy to me. Disney Plus dropping that is crazy. I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, it kind of makes sense. If it's
they got my bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I mean they lose it off of Hulu. Damn, that's wild.
No. It still could be on Hulu. There is some Adult Swim things on Hulu. The only thing I'm thinking about, it probably might go to HBO Max.
But if it's on Hulu, it's still Disney.
I know, so I get what you're saying. I'm kind of confused by it too. The only way I can see it might go to HBO Max. It might go to HBO Max. That's the only way I can see it.
Joe's show Takagiri releases May 15th on Netflix. A new Star Wars anime airs in 2026, The Ninth Jedi. There's a hip-hop dancing anime that airs October 2025. It's called One Dance. Madhouse. The Vending Machine Isekai gets a season 2. 2 new
Bruh,
Konosuba episodes have been released. Oh, go ahead, Joe.
Bruh, out of any isekai, I'm still trying to figure out how that got greenlit and how people like it, bruh.
Demon Slayer Mugen Train getting re-released in cinemas. My Hero You're Next is on Crunchyroll and Netflix, and the Overlord movie.
Watch both of them, by the way.
And then upcoming anime to be coming soon, Tomb Raider King in 2026. Latina Saga is going to be adapted. Terror Man, 1 Second, Boxer, Gosu, BR, After the Fall, Turner's Magic Season 2, Date Season 2, Season 3 is Solo Leveling, not confirmed yet. Dark Moon, Blood Altar. Those are some new stuff coming soon.
But if you see that, those are a whole bunch of manga that's coming. You can see that's the reason why Solo Leveling is not getting confirmed as of yet. That's a lot of stuff they got to get through.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of manga, that is a lot they got to get through.
Right now we're gonna shift into verses real quick. Since we don't have any chapters this week, because Golden Week, baby. Blackbeard Pirates versus the Straw Hats. This is the lineup. Luffy versus Blackbeard, Zoro versus Shiryu, Sanji versus Jesus Burgess, Jinbei versus Vasco Shot, Brook versus Pizarro.
Why is my boy Kuzan excluded?
Hey.
The picture only didn't really include him, but who would you put him against? But before we go on, I'm thinking. I'm just going off of currently.
Wait, let's start at the bottom. Start at the bottom. Brook versus Pizarro.
Let me up Let me up the picture.
What is Pizarro's devil fruit again?
Wasn't it drunk? No, that's not it. It's not it.
Ain't Pizarro fruit kind of like Pika fruit?
Oh yeah, he was the island. I'll give it to Pizarro. I don't think it's really nothing Brook can do with that.
You don't think Brook can freeze the whole island?
No, ain't no way. No.
Unless Brook learns the ability to extract his soul out the island or some shit, but Jinbei versus Vasco Shop.
Jinbei.
Loki going
Vasco
Jinbei
got a
too.
drunk.
I'm about to say, what's Vasco's fruit again?
That's the one that makes you drunk.
The glug fruit, basically, he's a liquor man. He can control liquor. But he can also ignite his liquor.
Oh, I'm taking him. He can get Jinbei drunk. Jinbei can't fight drunk.
Jinbei gonna drown that nigga. Stop it. Give him something he can't drink. Sanji versus Jesus Burgess.
Sanji.
I'm Burgess. Going Sanji. I have zero faith in Jesus Burgess.
Jesus Burgess can't even touch him.
I have no faith in Jesus Burgess at all. I want to say Jesus Burgess.
I'm not putting any stock behind this nigga when Sabo grabbed this nigga face like a little bitch. And then
we not gonna act like Sanji compares to Sabo.
Bro,
I can see
He
Sanji
cannot
throwing hands
touch
with
him.
Sabo. I don't see
But
Sanji
does
getting
Sanji
palmed.
compare to
I don't
Sabo?
see
So
Sanji
that's
getting
a
palmed like Jesus Burgess did.
I do.
I don't. That's because you
By
don't like
Sabo?
Sanji.
But,
No.
No.
Hold on, wait. If Sabo, hold on, Tef. You're talking about if Sabo faced Sanji?
Yeah, if Sabo wanted to do that to Sanji, he could.
I agree.
That's not the argument. Sanji
that
is
is
not
my
getting
argument.
touched.
That is my argument. I don't think Sanji's that's happening to Sanji.
That wasn't my argument. It's just the fact that I'm arguing for the fact that Burgess is too damn slow to even touch him.
No. It's a side quest. I was asking Tef, was he more referring to Sanji versus Sabo?
Yeah.
I think it's well established that it's Jesus Burgess has no chance. But I'm saying the whole Sabo. I think Sabo could put hands on Sanji, and it's not even close.
I don't think so.
I don't believe.
You're tripping. If you honestly believe Sanji stands a candle of a chance against Sabo.
If it's based on you not liking him, then yeah, I'll agree with you.
I give it to.
Hold on, Ruff. Let me kill somebody's dreams real quick. I've never said it one time I did not like Sanji. I've said multiple times I do not like the trope that Oda gives Sanji. That's the reason why Sanji gets so much hate. Now, if you could pull up a clip that I said I hated Sanji, then fine, I'll admit to it. I hated Usopp.
Oh, then.
Now, like I said, there's plenty of clips, and I know most of y'all don't like them, so go pull them if you want to.
Hey. Sanji ain't beating Sabo. And Sabo would do that same thing to.
I did not say that Sanji would win. I still think Sabo wins, but it's mid to high diff.
I don't think it's mid. It's low.
You bugging.
Joel, I think it's low diff too.
I have no faith in Sanji cybernetics at all.
Because
he beat Queen. Queen is a low diff fight.
Hold on, Joel. Hear me out. Low key though. Queen is probably the strongest normal zone type devil fruit in series. Not including mythical zones.
I can agree to that. Anybody else you can think of is Jack. And Jack got fought by
you could probably say King, but I feel like King's devil fruit probably was unnecessary for King because King could already fucking fly.
Not even that. I feel like his Lunarian genes keeps him tough anyway, more tougher than the dino skin. What dinosaurs already are.
Think about it, Joel.
Listen, I'm not giving that to Sanji, bro.
The strongest regular Zoan fruit got tossed the fuck around by Chopper.
Now, hear me out. I would give it to you if Queen didn't depend so much on his cybernetics. Queen's biggest fall was the fact that he won.
But like, what else was he supposed to do with his devil fruit besides going hybrid?
Right.
I had no problem with him going hybrid. I'm talking about his cybernetics.
And his cybernetics also enhanced his The cybernetics also enhanced his devil fruit because the nigga turned into a snake, basically.
Snake man.
Turned to a snake, but
remember he could shoot himself out of himself? You don't remember that shit?
I remember it. Do I like it? Hell no.
You don't have to like it, but it's still a thing he can do.
I acknowledge defeat.
You just said you didn't like it.
There's a difference between not liking something and not acknowledging it. Did I not acknowledge defeat?
But did you not just say you did not like it afterwards?
question for everybody
Those
that's
are two
question
different
mark.
things, Shamar.
Thank you. I don't have to like something, but I acknowledged it.
Because I don't like
But are you?
Sanji,
But
but I
it
acknowledge the
depends,
fuck out
though.
of Sanji. If anybody don't like Sanji, I'll tell you, I don't like Sanji at all.
I have zero. Sanji would be a great character if Oda let go of that trope.
Sanji would be a great character in Chainsaw Man.
I can honestly
What
see
trope? Hold on. What trope about Sanji? That's the problem. What, him not
that. The
hitting women?
No, the nosebleed
being
women
a
thing.
yeah.
Him not hitting women is one thing, but always having a nosebleed with a woman this deep into the post is crazy to me. There's no reason why he should be having nosebleeds this deep into it. I get it. You love women. I don't have to be reminded of this.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oda
I thought that
So
was
how do y'all feel about Master
during the time
Roshi,
skip.
Jiraiya? Who else?
Sanji is different.
Those characters have comedic nosebleeds.
No, Joe. I have the counter, the perfect counter for that. The reason why it's different because Jiraiya and Master Roshi aren't the main focus of a epic story. We're following these characters from start to end, seeing their full journey. With Jiraiya and Master Roshi, they were there, but they were out to the side. But with Sanji, it's very prevalent because it's always in your face, because Sanji is a part of the main cast and crew. Top 3 people on the crew. 3 main focuses on the crew. When you think about the Straw Hats, you think about Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and Nami. Those are like the main 4 you think of. And if one of them has a trope that is constantly being pushed on the front, then yeah, it would get irritating. Like the main reason why people don't like Fishman Island is because of fucking Sanji. All the shit that happened in Fishman Island is Sanji's fault.
We're going to ignore the Fishman Island thing. So we're just mad at the fact that Sanji is just like, that's just how his character is written. Granted, I'm not saying that his character is the best written character, but at the same time, though, to just shut him down because he's just he's a pervert who likes women, it's just kind of crazy to me.
None of us said that. We said the his entire trope of him, do you understand the reason why we even was in Fishman Island that long is because this man had a life or death situation because his nose wouldn't stop bleeding?
Actually, I got a better example. You know who's a better example of the same trope? Brooke. Brooke falls into the same category, but Brooke has a nice way of doing it. It doesn't come off as constantly fucking weird all the time. And it doesn't hold up the crew with bullshit.
See panties. What the hell do you mean?
He doesn't hold up the crew with bullshit. He can make a one-off line like, "Oh, let me see your panties," and then just continue about his fucking day. Sanji will have a fucking nosebleed and have us on a fucking island trying to get a fucking transfusion. It's stuck.
You know what's the difference between them two? You know what's the difference between them two though? One's dead.
That has nothing to do with character.
One's dead and still a pervert, but he doesn't suffer the drawback that Sanji does.
Well, congratulations. We don't have to deal with the fucking trope.
Oh, Brooke can be a pervert and get away with it, but Sanji can't.
Not when Sanji is thrown into situations where literally it is taken away from his character.
Basically, what they're saying is Sanji, while cool, is a one-note character.
Whoa! I ain't say that. I'm not saying he's a one-note character.
Not entirely one note. Not entirely one. He's more of on the predictable side with shit going on with him.
Me, I would have no problem if Oda every now and then threw in that whole trope with him not hitting women. I'm cool with it. I ain't got no problems with it. But
he put Sanji in situations.
Thank you. The Black Maria situation was completely avoided.
You didn't like let out a sigh of groan when you seen that Black Maria situation started happening? Like, Here we go again with this shit. You didn't feel that?
I don't hit women, but you're about to fucking die.
It was cool
Wait,
setup.
wait. I got a question. I got a bigger point that y'all keep skipping over.
Go ahead.
Wasn't his training during the whole time skip so he get over that whole nosebleed, stop, he'd be able to control his lust for women? Wasn't that the whole point of his training for them 2 years?
That wasn't the point of his training. The point of his training was just to get stronger.
Yeah.
Then why they send him to the? Then why they send him to that specific island? Come on now.
He just got sent there.
No. Come on. Kuma sent everybody specific places that benefited them. Zoro sent to Mihawk. Robin, revolutionaries. Frankie, I forgot who Frankie went with, but his shit was beneficiary.
The old laboratory.
Yeah, he went to something Wolf. Tequila Wolf.
Okay, so that's more credence. Everybody went somewhere specific that's like specifically gonna better them. That's why Sanji going to that island made sense to me, and that's what I thought his trainer was going to help him with. Of course, he was going to get stronger, but that's why he was sent to that specific island.
I don't think so, but
just made it
while
worse.
he was sent to that island, he did learn new things. He learned new Okama recipes. He learned the skywalk. And what else?
He learned how to set his flames ablaze.
Yeah, he know how to set his leg on fire without having to spin around.
So basically, Sanji learned how to be fabulous.
Yep. That's all I heard. But
I hate y'all.
I hope
I know that. I hate y'all.
Sanji would be a great character if Oda wouldn't stop putting that trope on him so hard.
Okay,
the funniest thing to me is
we got side.
Not like that.
Let me get this off real quick. One of the funniest things in One Piece is the way Nami can beat up Luffy. He gets hurt. That is not thrown in our face like that. That happens like every 2 arcs or so.
They don't make it a main plot point.
It is for me. I use that as Luffy can take regular damage all the time.
Because you have an agenda to push. Anyway, Zoro versus Shiryu.
I got Zoro.
I got Shiryu.
I got
Zoro.
I'm going Zoro, and I'm pretty sure it's just my bias. Luffy versus
Wait, ain't Shiryu fruit? You not even supposed to be able to see him with hockey?
I don't know if it's hockey specified. I don't know. I don't want to answer
weird
that.
because I'm pretty sure Sanji was able to see Odu that had it before.
I think Sanji,
what was the question?
Kiryu's invisibility double. I think
with hockey, he can sense intent.
I think you have to have high, like, the next level of like observation hockey. To see it.
You don't have to. That's just basic observation hockey. Basic observation hockey can do that for you.
Doesn't Kobe have observation hockey?
Yeah.
No one seems.
He has the if I'm not mistaken, I think he has the voice of all things too. If I'm not.
Whoa.
If memory serves me right.
Whoa, now nigga, no.
Hey,
I think so.
I don't
think
know.
so.
No.
I think so.
I remember.
The nigga didn't have the voice of all things.
Yeah,
He could feel people's
Marine
emotions. It was that's not the voice of all things. That is not the voice of all things.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
No,
I think
it's not.
I don't
Agendas.
think
It's a high version of observation hockey. Just like Sanji can sense when a woman is in trouble, and Luffy can also kind of feel your emotions. Sabo can feel the emotions of people around him. He cannot.
Kobe.
Kobe. He does not have the voice of all things. No. Momonosuke.
I think he might. Momonosuke has it. It's
Momonosuke, Roger, Odin, Luffy. The only people.
Kobe.
Probably.
Narratively, it doesn't even make sense for Kobe to have the voice of all things.
I agree with you on that one.
Because, like, what is he going to
I
do
hate
with
to
it?
say this, but then you can make that same argument for Momonosuke.
No, it makes sense for
No, it makes a
Momonosuke
lot of
because
sense
his
for
dad
Momonosuke to
had
have
it.
it.
And if we're following the same kind of like a parallel story from Roger, it would make sense that Momonosuke would have it and Luffy would have it, just like Roger had it and Odin had it when they went to the final island. But Momonosuke is just too young to actually travel. But he's supposed to be like a reflection of his father. So he would have it. It wouldn't make sense for Kobe to use. Not gonna lie though, Jeff, I'll boost Kobe up high as fuck in my rankings if Kobe gets access to Ryu. If Kobe can use Ryu,
He already got it. You just don't want to acknowledge it.
Let's give him that shit.
He has really good armament. Let's stop there. Luffy versus Blackbeard.
Conquerors?
Yes, he has Conquerors.
You know what, Ralph? You could end this whole thing right now if you just say that Kobe got better Conquerors than Kid.
I'm crying. Here we go again.
You know why I won't agree with you? I've never seen Kobe tank hits from from something equivalent to Mother's Misery and still get up.
Wild ticket damage from an outside source.
Hey, but who got the better Conquerors?
All I'm saying is we actually seen kids go against people with Conquerors and get back up. I've never seen Kobe go against anybody with Conquerors hockey and get back up.
Kid goes out his way to fight people that he shouldn't be fighting. I ain't gonna say a lie. That's his biggest problem.
Hey, what they say, hockey blooms in a dire need. My boy Kid just throwing himself to the fire. Coming out better each time.
Last time he went against the GOAT, he need to calm down.
Luffy versus Blackbeard.
Blackbeard.
Luffy.
Blackbeard.
I'm going Luffy.
I'm going Luffy.
Only because of how their abilities work. Blackbeard needs both of his.
Shit to joke with.
You're 5 Q
both
so
of his devil fruits to actually do any type of damage to Luffy.
Right.
Because
he what?
He needs both of his devil fruits to do any type of damage to Luffy. Because if he hits Luffy with any type of like vibration or like the vibration or quake shit, technically it wouldn't work because he's rubber. Rubber absorbs vibrations. So he would be forced to mainly working a method of attacking him with the darkness fruit, then going into the other one, and I think Luffy can kind of like figure out a way around it.
I don't know.
As long as he doesn't get caught by the darkness fruit, he can
That's a
avoid
lot of faith for a man you
shit.
ain't never see getting a fight without his devil fruit.
Hear me out. It's a hot take, but me personally, Luffy's battle IQ isn't that high. To me, it's not. Compared to somebody like Goku, and that's the pinnacle of what I'm going to. I'm not really going too far. I'm just staying within the shonen trope. Luffy's battle IQ is not up there to me.
I think it is.
I think
don't
it
think so.
is.
And like I said,
I
gotta give him credit
Luffy's
for
whole
him.
thing is random bullshit go. That's literally what he does.
But that random bullshit throws you off your game.
Right. But it still is random bullshit go.
Hey, Spider-Man is also random bullshit go. But he throw his opponents off.
You said who is also like that?
Spider-Man. The reason why Spider-Man tells jokes.
Spider-Man.
The reason why Spider-Man tells jokes and makes jokes while he's fighting is to throw his opponents off, to have them thinking he's not serious.
That's mental warfare. At least he's strategy. That's a plan.
Luffy,
what are we talking about?
My boy Luffy do the same shit. Same shit, but he does it with his attacks.
Yeah, you're tweaking.
Luffy will
You
pull
got
out a
it.
thong in the middle of nowhere and be like, "Fuck."
You got it. You're tweaking. You can have it.
He won't have his devil fruit.
Like I said, it could be just me, but I'm not saying it's low. I'm not saying it's low, but I don't think Luffy has great battle IQ. He just has a lot of shit that he can get off.
Do you think Blackbeard has great battle IQ?
No, he has okay battle IQ, but he knows how to put the situation in his favor.
Who do
He
you think?
wouldn't fight him without a game plan going forward. But in the middle of the fight, if all that doesn't work, I feel, because I'm one of the people that do believe Blackbeard has multiple personalities. One of his personality, his actual personality, which is the whiny one that we saw in Marineford, would come out and would throw Luffy off.
Who do you think has better battle IQ? Kizaru?
Hold on, I heard Kizaru. What was that one?
No, hey, hold on. Y'all forgetting the fact that Luffy has never had a fight, went into a fight and had his devil fruit negated, and then had to deal with that. Having to deal with that on the fly against somebody who's used to doing that to people, and then he has to take that hit from the Guru without his body being rubber.
Wait, didn't Luffy
He
fight
has
Blackbeard?
had moments where he hasn't had his devil.
Wait,
fruit.
no.
He
Didn't
fought
Luffy
Captain,
fight Blackbeard
Smoker.
on his way out of Impel Down?
Yeah, but that wasn't
Yes,
like
he
a
did.
full-fledged fight.
I
They
wouldn't
just
count that as a
punched each
fight.
other
I'll
one
count
time.
it as an encounter.
The
Yeah,
reason
because
why I
they
brought
just
it up,
punched each other one time, and that was it.
the reason why I brought it up is because Luffy does know the effects of it, so he knows it going into the next fight. It's not like he's going
No,
in
he
blind.
didn't use the Guru on Luffy. I mean,
And
he
even-
didn't use
even-
the Yami on Luffy. He just punched
He
them.
did.
They just punched each other.
Yes,
No, he used it. He used it because he drawed him in.
Oh,
Because Luffy
I
was
didn't remember him
like,
using it.
yeah,
If he
because
yoked
Luffy was
Luffy
trying to
ass
figure out
up.
what was going on. Yeah, Luffy was trying to figure out what was going on.
This ain't new shit to Luffy. Luffy know.
Yeah, Luffy don't know he got the Guru right now.
Luffy had multiple times where he had his devil fruit negated dealing with Smoker with the sea stones. He hasn't been in multiple encounters where he didn't have his devil fruit and still had to pull off dub. Shit, his training in Wano with when he had the sea stone cuffs on,
Canonically,
he can deal with the devil fruit not being there.
Smoker. But that's a thing that I need Oda to get right. He does not have a dub over Smoker.
He don't need to have a dub over Smoker.
Nah, I need it. I need that dub over Smoker. I'm sorry.
All right. Next versus is who is Mitsuki?
I don't know. You. That's yours.
Oh, I did
Unless
put.
you
Oh,
want to-
yeah. I did do that.
Mitsuki is Boruto
versus Kobe.
Mitsuki from. Are you talking about Mitsuki from Boruto?
Yes.
Or from Two Blue Vortex.
Mitsuki from Boruto.
It's the same thing. To me, it's the same thing. It don't really matter.
True, yeah.
So, Ruff, this is all on you. You sure you want to do this one?
Yeah.
Oh, here it goes. Joe, do it to him.
Me just don't want my boy Kobe to get a dub.
You don't want him to get a dub.
What you mean? What you mean? The reason why I put him there is because they were in the same tier on the tier list.
Yeah. I get it. I understand it because me and you finished it out. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Mitsuki. I give him mid dip.
Wait. Mitsuki was in the same tier as Kobe?
Yep.
Yes, it's in the picture. Go to versus battles and scroll up probably just a midget and you'll see the full tier list.
That's a mistake.
The reason why I put Mitsuki there is because we don't
because you
of
highballed Kobe to try to be a continent. Where is Kobe at?
It was a big argument about Kobe. I remember that one. It was a big argument. No, it wasn't about Kobe. It was about somebody else. And you was like, "Yeah, I'm gone now." And you was like, "Don't worry about it. I'm gone now."
No, that wasn't my crash out boy. That's not the one I left.
Kobe is in country. Mitsuki is right beside him. Yeah. Because you highballed Kobe up the country.
No, I wanted Kobe in Continental. Y'all put Kobe in Country.
So Kobe should be above Mitsuki, right?
No, Mitsuki should be higher than that.
The reason why is because we haven't seen much from Mitsuki, a whole lot from Mitsuki yet.
In part 1, we seen Mitsuki throw hands with somebody stronger than Madara.
Who?
Boro.
That is true.
Not even. Yeah. Boro.
That is true.
You was here for this. You was here for that.
I must have got a call when that part came up.
I will say, I had no vote in where any of the Boruto characters went.
To clarify, tell me, you left because you said you had somebody coming over.
Oh, that was that night. Okay, that makes sense.
And the only two left was me and Ruff. And you guys owe me and Ruff an apology because me and Ruff, we put in work trying to finish that up. We were tired.
We owe y'all an apology.
Yeah,
that's fair. I apologize for my absence.
I ain't apologizing. I told y'all motherfuckers before the pod that I was gonna be leaving early, and I'm always here, so I ain't apologizing for shit. Fuck.
Listen. Like I said,
I mean, I have no problem. Like I left. I apologize.
Yeah. That's you. I'm talking for me.
Oh my God! Shut up. This ain't about you no more.
So if we going by the verses, Mitsuki versus Kobe.
Mitsuki, that's a dog walk. Mitsuki is dog walking on.
Okay. Ben 10 versus Generator Rex.
Ben 10 got that. Oh nah. Ben got that.
Even if you give Ben Generator Rex access to the
you get him the that night. Yeah. I mean, Ben still wins.
Let's just take Ben with the original 10 aliens.
With the OG 10, so young Ben.
Yeah.
Ben wins with just upgrade.
It's the fact we had to nerf him. I was gonna use Alien Force Ben because that's the one that met Rex.
No, that was because he had shot squatch.
What is Generator Rex doing against upgrade?
You know what the thing is? You would have to make an argument that Rex can get close enough to Ben to put Evos inside of him to get a win. Nanites.
Did the Nanites take over the Omnitrix?
They couldn't.
They couldn't because the Omnitrix has a failsafe. So
that shit's
biometrics.
Right, and if he puts nanites into Ben, what'll happen is the Omnitrix again got a failsafe. If it would do anything to mess up his biology, the Omnitrix will just use his DNA as a basis to fix it. And then Ben can't be killed. Oh.
Kisuke versus Kashin Koji.
Kisuke Urahara?
Yep.
Kisuke.
From Bleach versus Kashimo?
Kashin Koji. Before or after the time skip? This matters before.
Kashin Koji was in the series before the time skip?
Yes.
Yes.
Kisuke.
He fought Jigen to make Ishiki come out early.
Right, but Kisuke's stronger than Ishiki, so
what?
Yeah.
They're Bleach characters, bro. Come on.
The Otsutsuki? Nah. I'm still not going that far.
I'm not going that far. Then I looked it up. Do you know how many people disagree with the fact that there's a lot of people that don't believe that Bleach characters outscale Naruto characters. First of all, I'm not going that far to say a lot of Bleach characters outscale Otsutsuki altogether. I'm giving that to Kashi Koji.
Hey, what Kisuke gonna do against his precog? Kashi Koji basically got the fucking almighty. What is Kisuke doing to that?
That's time skip Koji. If it's in the series when he fought Jigen, he doesn't have that.
Wait, Ruff never said. Ruff just said wasn't.
Yeah, Ruff don't know about time skip, pre-time skip.
Listen,
Hold on. He mixed up what Ruff said. Ruff said didn't Kashikoji show up in part one?
No. I didn't know that Kashikoji was even in the story before part one. Again,
right.
These I went by the tier list.
Yeah.
Whatever version y'all use that's best suited for it, y'all can use it. So let's say before he got access to the almighty bullshit.
Here we go nerfing again.
He's still stronger than Madara.
Rico, can you back check that?
Kashikoji is in fact stronger than Madara. Every member of Kara, with the exception of Kawaki, without his karma, is stronger than Madara.
Okay.
That's why we told y'all reading is fundamental.
Yeah, every single member of Kara, again, sans Kawaki without karma, is part Otsutsuki.
Hey nigga, don't pull out that reading this fundamental shit when I don't read that bullshit.
Hey, that's
bullshit. You a hater. No, you a dead ass hater, bro. Talking about bullshit. Read the shit.
I have been consistent with my take with Boruto, and every time Boruto comes out, I step out the way and let other niggas handle it.
What is your take?
I don't like it. I want the legacy of Naruto to end where it was. Great series, and I don't think
I agree with Ruff on that one.
More.
Y'all read it? Hey, all right, bro.
No, you can't say y'all don't even read it when I've said I'm not reading it. I like where Naruto ended, and I don't want to see it continue more past that. The Last was a good movie.
I bet you
Could have been the end, but we got Boruto, the Boruto movie, so I'm cool with that. That's as far as I'll go with Boruto.
Yes.
I bet you would have came out with some bullshit. Y'all be reading that shit.
Let One Piece get a sequel. I swear to God, y'all gonna be reading it.
If One Piece get a sequel, I'm not reading it.
Well, at least it's consistent.
Oda's I doubt Oda will be able to finish it because that would be after One Piece. I doubt he would be able to finish it, so somebody else will be picking it up. I don't know. 2, One Piece being like this long story, I feel like everything that needs to be told should be told in that story and should not be continuing over.
But you ain't say the same thing about Sun Jin Woo.
I ain't gonna cap the sequel. I'm actually hyped for the sequel, bro.
Ragnarok is better than Solo Leveling.
I agree.
I'm liking Boruto 2 Blue Vortex more than I'm liking the beginning of Shippuden.
I agree.
Do you like it more than like part 1?
That's a very spicy take.
Now, when it comes, I think part one is about even to me.
That's why.
Part 1 of Boruto is
If
basically
you don't
part
like,
one
if
of
you
Naruto.
read the manga and take out
Listen. One of manga wise, just pure manga wise, right? Fuck the anime because they screwed up. They did. Yeah. How I feel about Boruto Part 1, it's Naruto Part 1 and Naruto Part 2 combined into one and then taking its own direction towards the ending.
Okay.
Oh, they ain't give me MVP.
Anyway, back to this versus Kisuke versus Kashi and Koji.
Oh, you on Rivals? Give me a sec.
I'll take it, Kashi and Koji.
Hop on, my brother. Hop on.
All right.
My Emma Frost getting real good. Real good.
First Hokage versus Byakuya.
Wasn't that in the bracket?
Indeed.
Oh yeah, that did actually come out in the bracket, so we're gonna skip that. Minato versus Katakuri.
Minato.
Katakuri.
Now, why do you say Minato, and why do you say Katakuri?
Hey, hold up. Is we taking like a prime, like a peak version of Minato, or are we nerfing them on that end too?
A live Minato.
It's funny with Naruto characters, there's all these caveats.
It's not caveats. It's not caveats. Why would I put a Edo in a fucking versus, nigga? That makes no fucking sense.
Thank you.
Why make you putting a Logia against a special paramecia against somebody who don't have hockey?
Nigga, that is nigga, no, that is completely different. Why would I use an immortal fucking body? It's not his own doing.
Because one got a body technically that can't be harmed though.
Can he do it himself? Can he put himself in the Edo body? No. Does he know the jutsu for it? No. Why would it make sense to use the nigga using another jutsu?
Because that's the strongest form of the character we've seen. And it doesn't change who the character is or anything either.
It changes a big aspect about the character. A major aspect that the nigga has unlimited chakra. The nigga can't really die. Why would I use that, nigga? That doesn't make sense in a fucking versus battle.
Because you have a nigga who on the other side technically can't be harmed by him.
And then you're not going like the other
type of nigga like Shimon that would be like, oh well, they can't see him. They can't see him. If I'm putting them in a fucking versus battle, I would obviously make it so that the niggas can at least throw fucking hands against each other.
Well, Minato, I get, yeah. He seals a nigga away.
I'm still taking Minato then.
Yeah, Minato, he seals the nigga away.
He can see that coming and chop his hand off before that happened.
His precog ain't that far ahead. Now stop that. Ain't that far ahead.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's a few seconds. Stop that.
Right, he can. All right.
It's a few seconds.
That don't mean shit. A few seconds is all he needs.
It does.
He ain't doing the juice about teleportation. He will stop that.
If I only see, so if you can see a few seconds to the future, does that really? Are you saying you could get the dub that way?
Depending on what I saw.
Let's say in the few seconds that he saw, all he sees is Minato behind him. He's not seeing what's going to happen. All he's seen is, this man's behind me.
He knows the guard. He knows the guard behind him.
Say that one time.
Is his future sight gonna let him see Minato's backup plans? His backup plans? Yes. Is this a shadow clone or not? All right, goddamn, Shamar, this nigga got better future sight than Shanks. Then Shanks saw one future. You saying Katakuri is gonna see multiple?
How did that switch into multiple, nigga? Wait, how did you just switch that from one to multiple?
I did not say multiple.
Because Tef said, is he going to see the multiple plans, like the backup plan, the backup plan?
Oh, no.
That was one person.
I don't think Shamar was saying that. I think Shamar was saying the plan that he uses and the following seconds after, then yeah. Because let's say Katakuri does have like 3 seconds of future sight whenever he is actually using it. If Minato goes in for an attack, Minato's attack is going to happen really fast. We all can agree that Minato is fast as shit. So 3 seconds fighting against Minato is a lot of shit that he's doing. I don't think Katakuri would be able to see the shit that Minato would change and alter after he did the initial attack. No, because he would just see the original plan. But Minato would just have to just start fighting erratic. Get a win on the Katakuri.
I want to say erratic, but within his means, because I feel like Minato is one of them characters, as we've seen against Obito, even when he's thrown off, he's still thinking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving Minato.
Hey, and even if you got future sight, can you physically react to all of this stuff? Because it ain't like you just got to deal with one attack. Minato is gonna be teleporting constantly.
I
I do not think Katakuri with his future sight, the 3 seconds that I am giving him, because I don't think it's past that. He could probably dodge maybe 1 or 2, but after that, then it's just a guessing game for him.
So y'all don't think Katakuri is light speed?
I'm really underestimating observation hockey, but I give up anyway.
I'm not underestimating observation hockey.
How fast
you underestimating perfect Sage mode.
How fast do you think Katakuri is?
He was able to keep up with a Gear 4 Snake Man Luffy.
You mean Luffy was able to keep up with him?
Oh, how fast is Gear 4 Luffy?
I don't know.
Better.
I'm asking y'all. I took a step back from this versus battle, so I'm asking y'all.
I just asked too. How fast is Gear 4 Luffy?
I was the one that asked the first question. So continue.
Okay.
At least FTL.
I call cap.
Mar says FTL.
I call cap.
Based on what?
Kizaru was dogging that nigga in Gear 4.
Huh? When did Luffy ever fight Kizaru in Gear 4?
He's talking about an egghead.
In Egghead. He didn't jump straight to Gear 5. He tried Gear 4.
Kizaru.
Gear 4 Luffy was intercepting a bunch of a plethora of light beams.
No, he wasn't. In Gear 4, he was completely overwhelmed.
Still blocking light beams.
No, he was not. He was getting his ass beat. He wasn't blocking shit.
No, he was not.
Hey, y'all got me on this because I haven't even started rewatching yet, so I'm out of this conversation.
He was not getting his ass whooped.
In Gear 4, yes, he was.
Hold on.
But what was he doing in Gear 4? What attacks was people using and he was blocking?
Footage, because I didn't remember
Snake
this.
Man.
I'm not gonna watch that. For mine. Oh, we can't
look at that.
Marsh.
He is shooting while Luffy is.
No. Both of y'all. The clip. Then we can talk later.
Hold on. I had to stand up from the game.
Yes, sir. Bring it through. I'm gonna spring that corner, bro.
None of this in here shows me that Luffy is like getting dogged.
You said nothing in there showed you what?
Nah, he's getting like.
I don't see not an implication of him being overwhelmed or struggling.
Getting kicked through the robot that's carrying your ship, that's your getaway plan, into the barrier is not struggling. Bro, look at that nigga. Look at him flying too.
Nigga,
he look beat the fuck up.
You're over exaggerating. He got hit with an attack. That's it. Just because you get hit with an attack doesn't mean that like you're completely being overwhelmed. That's not. He wasn't completely overwhelmed. He got hit by an attack.
Yes, he was. Did he dodge?
He guarded. So what are we?
I fucking born again. Never bring me back. Fuck.
Luffy tried to attack him. The nigga went up into the sky, did an attack. Luffy got hit by it. And that was it. Nothing more than that. He made it seem like it was something that it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure in the manga it's a little bit longer.
When the manga is probably it's a little bit shorter, because I barely remember this in the manga.
I honestly don't remember.
I I remember that discussion, and then after that shit happened, and then I think it was like 2 chapters later when he intercepted the light beam that was on the way to Vegapunk, and that's when we was all like, all right, there go the light speed confirmation for real.
No. Okay, I remember that. I remember that conversation. I
did not. That is not when I said it was a light speed confirmation.
That was for me.
That was for Tef. Remember that going?
That was the conversation.
Yeah, it was for Tef.
The conversation started at the start of the fight. The moment these niggas started clashing.
That's when the conversation started, but we still ain't had no proof until Luffy went Gear 5 because he didn't do shit to Kizaru.
Remember, Ruff, Ben was saying it at Wano. Remember, Tef was like, "Okay, I'm good now. This is the feat right here." And we started arguing because me and you was like, "Well, Wano, he was showing it."
No. Wano, y'all tried to use lightning to see he was light speed, which was crazy.
Yeah. Him bouncing Ruff. Remember, me and you gave it to him during Wano, but Tef didn't give it to him during.
Tef started giving it to him at the start. I'm pretty sure when Kizaru first popped up, it was from the first clash. Tef agreed to it.
No. Okay, I didn't agree to Luffy being light speed until he intercepted the beam on the way to Kizaru. I mean, on the way to Vegapunk.
Because Tef, you was like, okay, here we go. If anything changes, he said, if Luffy can't keep up with him or don't do anything, then you taking the feet away from him. And then I think it was like a
Luffy
chapter
first
later
started fighting him. You didn't say that because at first you said he was on fraud watch. Don't forget, nigga. You did definitely was like he was on fraud watch because at first you were like.
Remember, why did I have
you went through a change of like 3 times because at first you was like he's a fraud. Then we got the egghead and he was like, oh, well, nah. Then you started putting stocks in him. And then you said, he might be a fraud again once they started fighting. And then you switched up again once he started doing the laser attacks and Luffy ate this shit. You bounced back and forth from calling this nigga a fraud or solid, back and forth like 4 times, nigga.
No, remember, why was I calling him a fraud? It was a troll because if light speed is such a thing in One Piece, but everybody is light speed, then he's a fraud. That was my whole argument going into Egghead. Then it swapped when he was dogging Gear 4 Luffy. And I was like, all right, this nigga might not be a fucking fraud. Then Luffy went Gear 5 and it was like, never mind, this nigga still who we think he is.
Yeah, I remember that.
Those are the 3 swaps. So yeah, I did swap 3 times, but those was the reasons.
And then remember, when he was laying on the ground, Pep called him a bitch, told him to get up.
Yeah, get your bitch ass up. You laying there, can I just lay here for a moment? No, nigga.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, because they'll call him a bitch, tell like, hey, get your bitch ass up, bro. Your boss is over here fighting, and you just laying on the ground.
Your boss is getting their ass beaten. You just laying there.
My point is, this is not an overwhelming speed blitz, so I don't even know where you get that from. None of this is a speed blitz to indicate that Luffy is like that much slower than us now.
Shit, the way that kick landed, he ain't even blocked the kick. He put his hand up because the light was in his eye. Next thing you know, he getting hit.
Do I believe Luffy is light speed? Yes. Do I believe he goes fast?
We got the confirmation of that post Egghead, but before Egghead, it wasn't proof to me.
Especially Whole Cake Island. Even in Whole Cake Island, a bunch of us were scratching our heads. Hold on, was we even doing One Piece during? Was we? I can't remember. I think the pod started around Whole Cake Island.
I think
or a little after.
Yeah.
I know I came in during Wano.
Okay, you came in during Wano. Ruff. We started during Wano. Because we had a group chat talking about
the group chat started during Whole Cake. Podcast started during Wano.
Right. So yeah, I think a bunch of us wasn't giving him that during Whole Cake. I know I personally did. Hell, I still Big Mama is a definite fraud for all what she did.
Anyway, back to Minato versus Katakuri.
Minato. I'm coming out guard. That drinking Katakuri. Minato.
Tomorrow you will have legs to stand on, and that's if Tef actually accepted the pacifistas.
If I actually said what?
If Tef actually accepted the pacifistas and their beams being equivalent to Kizaru's beams, then you will have an argument to stand on. But you're arguing against somebody that doesn't do that as light speed.
Wasn't that me and Sean arguing about that too in the group chat this week?
I'm not sure.
I think me and Sean was arguing about that.
All I know is Sean agreed with me on that whole bleach. They not know million times faster than light. Y'all coming up with these crazy leaps in logic about 100 times stronger.
Did you actually watch the video last time?
Yes.
How am I coming up with anything that's crazy?
Because even in the video you sent, he's saying that, but where's the proof? Oh, he did this, he did that. That means, and then him stacking different abilities that don't even relate. I could give that to the end of the story, but not Soul Society art. You can't say, oh, he's stacking his hollow and Quincy ability. He's stacking his hollow mass, his Bonkai every time. He's not doing that shit every time.
He literally had his hollow mass in Soul Society. What are we talking about?
He had his hollow mass in Soul Society. He wasn't in control of it. He used his hollow mass and his Bonkai in Waco Mundo, and then after that, he never used the fucking hollow mass again. So how is that still a stack or an amplifier?
I feel like that's poor writing, but I don't want Kubo to hear this. That's the topic for later.
Wait. The reason why
out,
what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? The nigga didn't use the mask because after Waco Mundo, he lost his fucking abilities. When he got his abilities back, he was a merged version that was perfected and that didn't need to use a fucking mask because it was already a part of his. It's what gave him his full bring powers. So that was the hollow side, nigga. What are we talking about?
Is the video not referring to Soul Society art? Yes or no?
Yes, nigga. But you literally just said out your mouth, oh, he doesn't use the mask after a certain part of the story. I think that's really bad writing, nigga. He didn't have access to
it. No. Joel said it was bad writing. I said that him not using the mask proves that he's just not stacking everything every time he fights.
How does that prove he's not stacking it if it's already in his kit? He doesn't have to put a mask on because it's already on him. If you look at his outfit afterwards, you can see the hollowified portions of his fucking costume and his outfit. What are you talking about?
Okay.
That was to indicate to you, you dumbass nigga, that he has the hollow abilities with his Soul Reaper abilities, and it's fucking merged, nigga.
Is that confirmed or is that headcanon?
It's fucking confirmed, nigga.
Because when I make
where
these,
do you think where do you think full bring powers come from, nigga? Please tell me, where do they come from?
Where do they come from? That shit, it's been like 20 years.
Don't ask me. I'm in the middle of my rewatch. I'm not being that part.
Nigga. If you don't know what full bringing powers were, if you don't know where they came from, and you're having this question, you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, being able to pull out the souls of objects. Okay.
No. That's not where they come from, nigga.
So what is the full bringer powers?
It comes from hollows. That's
I thought that was visors.
Yes, but full bringing is a part of humans. Whenever somebody's like giving birth or a child is attacked by a hollow leaves a remainder with that person. That is what White was, nigga. White was the hollow that attacked Ichigo's mom. The fake one that Aizen sent, that he was testing out, he sent to go attack Ichigo's mom. It infected Ichigo's mom and went to the child, giving Ichigo access to hollow powers since fucking birth. that was entwined with his full-bringing abilities because he was drawing on that. Once he got his soul reaper abilities back, it merged the two. What the fuck are you talking about?
Did it really?
I'm not. We're just gonna continue. I'm not talking to this nigga.
I'm gonna look for that. I'm gonna look for that official statement somewhere because these is hard to find. I'm gonna look and see if that's in the manga somewhere too. Point me in the right direction.
I'm not. How about you just go reread Bleach?
Point me in the right direction. Why the fuck you can't tell me what section to read?
Bleach,
at least
because everything you just say is just fucking...
So I'm gonna go reread the whole shit for one question.
Yes,
okay,
so you can get the full fucking context and understanding, nigga.
Okay. I'm not doing it.
Hold on. What was the question? I was lost.
The nigga asked me where can he find that about the
confirmation on that.
Read the story, nigga. That's all I can tell you. Read the fucking
I'm gonna
story.
read the whole story. I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go look at the full.
You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about because you came in here saying, "Oh, I don't know how he doesn't use his hollow abilities." So in your eyes, you should go never touch his hollow abilities again after after he fought Aizen. He ain't never touched his soul.
There are certain parts of his abilities he did not use. Yes. Oh, so by your logic, this nigga just run around with Vastalorde power all the time after he got his powers back. Just all the time, he run around as Vastalorde the entire time. Okay.
Okay, tough.
I missed the context. What are we arguing about? Also, I got locked in rivals.
Tough basically has an argument that Ichigo did not use his hollow abilities after he fought
Aizen. His shit's still black and red, so yeah, he still has hollow abilities in him.
Said black and red. That was a nice ass done.
Because in the beginning, his guessing potential always been blue.
Please tell me, nigga, what the fuck does this look like? Oh my god, I hate this nigga, bro. I hate this nigga. What the fuck does that look like, nigga?
Now, Joel, stay with me while I ask him this question, all right? Did we ever see him look like that in the 1,000-Year Blood War?
Oh.
That was 1,000-Year Blood War wouldn't matter, bro.
Oh my god, I hate this nigga.
I'm asking a question. You losing me right now because in the Fullbringer arc, remember he lost his power, then he gained back his soul reaper powers, bro.
Okay,
please.
He wouldn't have that transformation anymore.
Is that not? No. You pull up the fucking point of the end of the story where he had a full understanding and he fused everything together. That's the point where you say he's stacking everything.
No. This is when he added Quincy's to the mix, nigga. This was with Quincy's.
So he has everything. So he's stacking
nigga. At any point before this, did I say he was using any Quincy abilities?
I forget when I be saying shit.
No, I did not. I did not. This is a mix of Quincy, Hollow, Fullbringer, and Human.
Which means everything is stacked in that form. So everything is stacked in that form, which is exactly what the fuck I said. And that is not the end of the story. Is that not the end of the story?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I said. Before that point, I'm not giving you that he's stacking.
And I just showed you an example of the nigga stacking.
No, because that was his Fullbringer form. That wasn't a Fullbringer hollow mix.
But before that, you asked, why doesn't he use the Vastalorde shit anymore? And then you see his fucking Fullbringer.
No, I didn't ask. I did not ask that. I did not ask that. When I said Vastalorde, I said according to you, he's running around as Vastalorde in his base form all the time after the Fullbringer arc, which is not true. since according to you, he's stacking everything. Once he got full bringing his Soul Reaper shit, it just stacked all together. He just got it all the time.
He was stacking everything as he got it, nigga.
Okay. So he was going Bankai 1, Bankai 2, just Bleach form. Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, but in Bleach.
All right, Tiff. I want you to just use some comments. So you understand this is Ichigo.
I'm using my sense.
Nigga. Use some common sense. You understand this is Ichigo done full brain, right? We agree. This is basically a hollow 5 Ichigo. This looks like a fucking hollow, nigga. All right, let's continue. Then we go. I'm not gonna use that.
Does he look like a hollow, or does he look like a man in a skeleton costume? Because where's his hole at?
The addition was you literally see the extra marks and shit that got added whenever he is going into his soul form or he's using his fucking Bankai. Because it starts to highlight how his costume and everything has started to fucking change. Where he has this fucking guard on his neck and all this extra shit that was basically similar to how he got it from here. And it just slowly started adding more shit to his kit. It's really fucking simple to understand, my nigga.
Mm-hmm. All I'm saying is when I make these arguments to you about JJK, that's how I feel. The same way you feel about me right now, that's how I feel about you when I say the same things about JJK. When I make leaps in logic according to you, things that I feel like is given in the story, hey.
Literally everybody here is just seeing you backtrack and just become a dumbass.
No, I did not backtrack. I'm still on the same point.
This nigga said
you have no real
abilities he's using after that. I gave you example and I showed you.
Oh, his costume changed. How many people costume fucking changed through anime as the story go on? Thank you. Nigga, oh, that's your solid proof of confirmation. Thank you.
That is basically what your argument has been this whole time. It's just because the costume and you need niggas to tell you directly, even though they basically do and they do tell you in the full brain arc what the fucking ability is, but you yourself can't read. So you don't know.
I can't read. So you just throw all your reading and logic out the window when you read JJK, and then say the same thing to me when I read Bleach. It's okay. We can feel differently, bro.
Draco, what is the name of Draco, please help me here. What is the name of the fallacy in an argument where somebody completely starts to deflect and turn to something else instead of addressing what is directly in front of them?
Straw man fallacy. It's called a straw man fallacy.
That's not a straw man.
That is not a straw man fallacy. A straw man fallacy is going to an extreme.
No, a straw man fallacy where you're nitpicking certain things about
Ask Draco.
Okay, so what that's called is obfuscating.
Thank you. Tough, you're obfuscating.
That's what you think I'm doing.
That's not, no. People here can actually see. It's not. I didn't throw JJK in there. I didn't mention JJK. I didn't say shit about JJK. I haven't even said JJK at all today. You
I don't think anybody had JJK
had
today.
nothing to do with this conversation at all.
I countered that because you want to hide behind little minute. No. Don't fucking cut me off. I countered that with when we were having this argument on Wednesday, you brought fucking JJK up and you tried to say, oh, but when Gigi do it, that's in the fucking group chat, nigga. Don't try to act like that. Don't try to play innocent, nigga. You made that comparison this week. That's why I brought it back up.
It is a new day and we're having a conversation about something that is not what we were talking about.
It's the same conversation. It's the same conversation.
No, it's not.
Were we not talking about Bleach power scaling and Ichigo stacking these powers when that comment happened? Yes or no?
I'm pretty sure we were just talking. Yes, we were talking about power scaling Bleach, but that is a really wide range to pull from for this argument today. That has nothing to do with what we were talking about then. Because in that
what
argument,
are we talking about now?
No,
power scaling Ichigo and his powers.
In that argument, I didn't go past where Ichigo fought Aizen. I didn't mention anything else past that. Right now, what we are talking about is after that. completely two different conversations of how strong Ichigo is. First of all, my whole argument that I had a conversation with you earlier this week about, and everybody here's a witness. I said Soul Society and the shit with Aizen. I never said anything past that. Everybody here's my witness. Never said anything about Fullbring or the end of series.
I counter that with you and Zerka was talking about fucking Fullbring and end the series.
Joe.
All right. We need to continue. We need to continue this conversation later.
Somebody please correct this nigga. Did I say anything about Fullbring?
No,
That's what I know of.
Zerka started it.
I know Zerka said something about it, maybe.
And we all know Zerka don't be.
I talked about the Seros.
Pause. Hold up. Pause. Everybody stop. Come on, you don't read the fucking group chat. Stop lying.
So y'all was not talking about it on Wednesday's pod.
We're talking about
Shamar, we just said that.
Shamar.
I was there for Wednesday's pod.
Shamar, to clarify, that conversation continued into the group chat until the next day into the afternoon.
And you ain't say not a word. And I know you ain't went back and read them 200 fucking messages. I know that for a fact because it was a pass of them.
It was over 200. Because trust me, when I went to sleep on it, it was like 100 and so.
So how you know he ain't say nothing about it, Shamar?
Because y'all talked about it on Wednesday's pod.
Shamar, that conversation continued to Thursday.
Yeah, the part we were talking about was after the podcast. This was in the group chat.
The part we're talking about is after the pod.
How long was you talking about this? Oh my god!
That's why I said this continued. We
was talking about this shit Thursday.
Actually, hold on. And let me fact check niggas, right? So the only time a nigga even mentioned anything in the series, because I typed in Fullbring too. The only nigga that mentioned it was me, and that was only because you made the argument about Dangai Ichigo being stronger than Final Form Ichigo. So I asked you a question. Do you think, my exact words, so because you said, oh, you can't quantify it, and you said that Mugen Ichigo was stronger than the end of it. So I said, do you think Dangai Ichigo is weaker than True Form? Dangai Ichigo with perfect merge between Quincy, Hollow, Soul Reapers, Fullbringers, when Dangai Ichigo was just the pinnacle of Hollow and Soul Reapers merged. That was the only time Fullbringers was ever mentioned.
So it was mentioned by you. So you already proved that you lied. You proved yourself a liar in front of everybody.
You know what? Hey, I'm with you, Joel.
It was mentioned because you brought up that Dangai Ichigo was stronger than end of series Ichigo. So I clarified everything end of series Ichigo had. And that was all that was ever mentioned for that.
You can't trust anything.
Was that the last? Yeah, that was the last verses. So where we at? We at Urban Topics now?
You don't control this podcast. Remember who you are, nigga. Remember how easy it is for me just to do this.
Shit, buddy.
Yo. Oh,
Man, say,
my God.
Know your place, nigga.
How did you do that?
Act like
Bro,
I
he has
don't
control to the
control
program.
I don't control the fucking Discord, nigga. Fuck out of here. Anyway, urban topic.
Oh.
Which is harder to accomplish? A sneaky link or a mission?
A mission?
What?
What is harder to accomplish? A sneaky link or a mission?
A mission. A mission. You have
A sneaky link. A sneaky link.
No, it's a mission.
Sneaky link is harder.
What do you mean by sneaky link, though?
So, in order for a sneaky link to remain a sneaky link, a mission is the one task that you execute. A sneaky link
I can your argument right now. But go ahead.
Sneaky link is something that is on a consistent basis. Right. You're trying to make sure don't nobody know. it's harder to hide a bit. Well, speaking from when I was in college, it's harder to hide a bit, especially when you on a small campus and people talk and people see you at any given time and
And
you
they
know a
know you
lot of
very
people.
well.
Like it's harder. Now a mission is just, all right, damn, let me see. Oh shit, Shorty hit me up. I'm gonna catch y'all.
But you said it in the context of like a college, but like you can have a sneaky link.
See, you too young. You too young. You too young.
You can have a sneaky link and have your own house
Let me
and not.
give you that old head knowledge, bro. Mission. Listen. A mission you had to put in fucking work. And here's the thing: a sneaky link will never change. A mission can change on a drop of a dime. You can easily have a one man. The chick can hit you up. The chick can hit you up and be like, hey, I got an extra friend. See, you going over a mission, there is no guaranteed sex. A sneaky link, that's guaranteed sex. A mission is not guaranteed sex. A mission is not guaranteed. You're going over there. All right, I gotta go put in work. But then you get a call like, yeah, my friend I got a friend over. So do you got a friend? You're like, oh shit. Now you gotta go through the roster. Your homeboys. All right, which one gonna set me up right? You find that one like, hey, bro, don't mess it up. We in here. We gotta keep it going. So now your mission is officially a 2-man. And you one of the worst part about it, your mission to go from a 2-man to a 3-man just that fast. Because guess what? Go ahead, Ron.
No, go ahead.
Because see, you get over there with your homeboy, right? Get over there with your homeboy. Guess what? Her other friend pull up. So guess what you got to do? Now you got to call another homeboy up. Now you got to go through the roster of your homeboys. Hey, which one is DTF? If you too young to know what DTF is, go look at Jersey Shore. You got to look up which one is DTF. You already know. Because let's be real, usually the third friend is a Snorlax. So it's like, dude, which one of your homeboys gonna crack on a dime? So now you gotta look for that homeboy who's gonna crack on a dime. And not too many homeboys crack on a dime. I'm not scared to admit I crack on a dime. I will crack anything. I'm usually that homeboy for that third one. I'm like, hey bro, I got you, the big dog. Do what you gotta do. I'll crack. I'll make sure she don't occupy y'all at all.
Rico, I got a question. How is it hard having a sneaky link?
Because you have to maintain the secrecy aspect. The second that his secret gets out, you don't have a sneaky link anymore.
Got your own house. Sneaky link is just a regular.
I'm gonna say is it? Because now you gotta worry about is the big stalk. I'm just chatting, bro.
Yeah,
I'm only speaking from the college aspect. Like I'm taking right now. I've been in the game for almost 6 years. I don't know bullshit no more. Come on.
Listen. I'm an old head in the game. I was pulling missions. In high school. It's work.
Matter of fact, I'm saying on this. If you're a grown man, you don't got a sneaky link. You got somebody that you fucking.
Yeah,
basically. Nah. If she ugly, that's a sneaky link.
Oh yeah, no.
That's one of your hoes
really do got a point.
That's one of your hoes.
That's sneaky, nigga. If you scared to take out in public, that's a sneaky link.
Couldn't that be considered for all hoes? If it's one of your hoes, then like.
No, because you know it's hoes that you don't mind if people know you fucking around with, but then it's hoes like, all right, niggas gonna judge me if they know I'm fucking with this one, so let me keep this one on the low.
Ain't lying. There's something that you know for a fact. Your crew gonna judge you. They're like, bro, you been hitting that, bro. Even if you the nasty homeboy that hit anything, your homeboys would judge you. They be like, bro, did you really hit that, bro? Did you really crack?
You touch that? That's crazy.
You just gotta give niggas details, but not details.
Right, you can't let them know who it is unless you pull up on you in front of everybody. Then hey,
what y'all did? Not how she looked.
That's why if she ugly, she gotta be cooked.
Problem with Benedict is the ugly chicks want to be.
Nah, if she ugly, she gotta be obedient. Stay quiet.
Yo, pull up dead at night. 3:30 a.m.
All right, we got a video. The bro saved
The
his
white
life.
Dutch.
Wait.
What the fuck kind of question is that?
That's a
Oh, I wasn't even talking about the video phone.
I'm saying that situation, bro. I probably would say, yeah, you like Serena.
Serena would have been a safe pick. Safe as
I gotta
fuck.
walk away with it. That's one of them fights you don't know you gonna win or not, bro. That's one of them fights you don't know if you gonna win.
And we got another clip. Is this the problem?
Everybody else, come on. If you will allow me to speak without interruption, we'll be able to have a hopefully productive conversation. Come on, point.
Okay.
Well, honestly, I'm not going to be able to make a point if you keep interrupting me. Like, that's just like we gotta... No, you're stalling. You're stalling. Make your point. Was it patriotic? Okay, dude. Okay. Yes or no? Was that patriotic for you? Okay. Were you embarrassed? Okay, I'm not going to be able to give you a yes or no answer. I'm going to have to give you a fleshed out answer. I will address your point if you could. Fleshed out answer? You don't have a yes or no on patriotism leaving people behind in Afghanistan? So if you will, war that we spent over 20 years. You're still not allowing me to talk here. Do you mind if I finish? Waiting. Yes or no? Well, it's not a yes or no question. It is a yes or no question. I asked you yes or no. It's very direct. Yes or no. Okay, so what you were trying to do is you're trying to force me into a yes or no question when I can't even respond to the claims that you've made. Was it patriotic? No, you're dancing around the question because you don't want to answer it because it's going to make you look bad. So if the Afghanistan was not patriotic, I think any American citizen can tell that it was not patriotic. It made us look bad. It was embarrassing. We all had what was going to happen under this administration just based on that alone. And the fact that we still have people there.
Is this Jubilee?
Embarrassing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. So if the Afghanistan pullout were to have occurred as the way that you described it, it would have been anti-patriotic. It would have been bad. 13 service members lost their lives. I don't think that they deserve to do that. I'm under the impression that Donald Trump had organized that pullout while he was president. It was executed under the Biden-Harris administration. Nope. You're saying that's false. We'll leave it up to the fact checkers. And then I'd also, please, let me finish, please. Sorry, I forgot to. You can cut that out. Please just allow me to finish here.
That's not patriotic. She had to slide that in at the end.
That's the problem. If you know, that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Be quiet when be quiet when you're told. If you want to hear an answer to something, most times you should be quiet. But certain people don't want to be quiet. They just want to prove their point, even when they're wrong.
I don't even know what they was talking about. That's why it's so funny. Like, what the fuck are y'all even talking about?
Jubilee. Pull up that shit.
But Jubilee be cooking, bro. They put them 20 people in front of each other.
What is that segment called? Middle Ground? Talking about Middle Ground?
Yeah.
That shit.
We can start though. We can start.
And we got news. Little Dirk's lyrics will not be used in his murder case.
Damn.
His murder for hire case.
Yeah. Basically, they made the argument. They say, hey, we feel like they're going to use his lyrics in this court case. The judge said, well, you got a point. Can't use them.
Damn.
Why are you saying damn?
We need that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Cause that's stupid shit, bro. You rapping about you killing niggas for real? Putting that shit in the air? We don't need that shit as a society. Like, nah.
if you actively out here killing people and then rapping about it for the masses to hear, giving explicit details, nigga, that's just on a thinking level. That's stupid as fuck.
It is
so
stupid.
if they would have used his shit, that would have set a precedent. All right, we can't rap about shit we really do it because that's dumb as fuck. All the old rappers would tell you, nah, this ain't shit I'm doing. No, I'm just storytelling. They ain't saying, no, I really lived this shit. Tuka got shot, Bobby got shot, and then you go look it up and all these niggas really got shot. This shit really went down how they say. Like, what? The gun was found where they say the gun was at?
Hear me out, though. My thing is, I don't think lyrics should be used in court because lyrics are sometimes exaggeration. Sometimes things didn't even happen. People can say that they were there and they did shit and they wasn't really there for it. They didn't really do it. They didn't shoot anybody. They just know the person that did do it. And if your case is dependent on the lyrics to prove someone guilty, then I think it's a weak case in the first place. And on top of that, I'm just against anything that is for censoring or taking away somebody's freedom of speech.
No. We all recognize that freedom of speech has its bounds. We not gonna act like, oh, he rapped about this, so we gonna go lock him up. If they found the gun where you say the gun was, if he was shot 8 times in the back and that shit was never released, but you put that shit in the song because you know, hey, you verifying the evidence for them. They at least coming to talk to your dumb ass. You fucking up.
Yeah, I'm okay with lyrics being used for an indictment, not for the actual court case. An indictment I can see because at that point you said enough and there's evidence also paired with it that they can combine together to be like, okay, it's more than likely it's this person. But turning to lyrics in front of a jury and being like, he said this, he said this, he said this, and then using it to prove someone guilty or innocent, I'm not for it. An indictment, okay. A trial, no.
I'm the opposite. Use it in trial. Fuck it. Motherfuckers out. Hey, everybody love freedom of speech, but nobody goes in the airport and say bomb. Nobody go running through the airport yelling bomb. Nobody, so freedom, everybody can understand freedom of speech at certain points. Except when it comes to these rappers. These gangster rappers, they want to put everything in the fucking music and then go out and live the shit and then put it in the music tomorrow. Nigga, that's fresh evidence you just gave the motherfuckers. The body is warm and they already got evidence from your dumb ass. Use it in court so the jury can see.
Indictment. Because
the jury need to see how stupid you get. The jury need to know that you led us to you doing this crime.
Okay, think about the flip side. If somebody was not involved in the murders and they were just around the people and they know the information and they say it in a rap song.
What's that saying?
Going by your logic, they could be prosecuted for it. That's why I'm against it. Because when it comes to music and lyrics, it ranges so far wide from, because we all know most people don't, when you look at the credits for the names of like everybody that had a hand writing a fucking song, there's a lot of people with hands on that goddamn song and that wrote parts, bars, verses, whatever. Because it's a collaborative effort and it's art and it can be considered exaggeration and it could be just hearsay, because if courts frown against hearsay in court, I don't think you should use lyrics.
Your Honor, hearsay.
If it line up with, well, hearsay wouldn't apply in this experience because you're the person on trial and you're the one who said it. And you put it out there for the public to hear. And you put it out for the public to hear so you could get the street cred. So you want to take the rep for this.
But
so
you
even
don't know
if you
what
didn't
I'm saying
do
is
it,
true.
No, that's what I'm saying. Only in because they can only put you on trial and use shit against you if they have like physical evidence to back it up. If ain't no physical evidence, they can't even put an indictment on you because you need physical. But if you rapping about shit and you left physical evidence and then they use that against you, then you deserve it. Like, cause that's dumb.
There's been a few cases where there wasn't no physical evidence and they just went off of hearsay and still won.
I doubt that.
You're wrong.
And if they did, I know they won that appeal.
No. There's been a few appeals that was not won.
No, I highly doubt that.
Rico, let me hear from you.
Daily, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Rico, you kind of quiet. Plus, you're an artist yourself. Not a musical artist.
Rico don't rap.
He's not a musical artist, but he's an artist, and he's one of our learned niggas on the podcast.
What kind of art does Rico do?
So Rico doesn't make art.
Pokemon, Joel. Joel, he trades Pokemon.
I'm trying to disrespect Draco like that. You know Draco is an artist.
Listen, I've been drinking, bro. So right now,
wait a minute. What was
I ain't seen Draco post a picture of nothing.
I said, let me hear from you because you're kind of quiet and you're also an artist and one of our learned niggas from the podcast. And Joel said,
learned niggas? What does that mean? I ain't learned.
And Joel said, what does that mean? Draco not an artist. Draco don't rap. And I said, well, he's not a rapper, but he does do art. He's an artist. And then Tef
He is a musician.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad, bro. My bad.
I say, don't put respect on my boy Draco.
And
I forgot, bro.
Tef said, I ain't never seen this nigga post any art or nothing. So.
I ain't never see this. I looked at this nigga Instagram. Ain't there an instrument on there? Ain't no flute, no saxophone, harmonica.
Hey, chill out. I went to school with him. He
post
played
like that. Like I don't post like that.
It ain't even a piccolo. What are the little shit they used to give you in elementary school? Ain't even a recorder on there.
Wow, the hate is real.
Seen Shamar art book. I've seen a couple of Shamar drawings. Draco ain't pulled nothing, bro.
Okay.
People don't be on social media.
Okay, but guess what? I know the 12 major melodic and harmonic scales, bitch. I know different types of chords, nigga.
Ooh.
I know all that.
So you know A minor.
Go to hell. Go to hell. Go to hell, bro. Listen though. I'm big enough to admit W joke, but go to hell.
So Draco, what's your take on this?
I mean, okay, so I can agree that if you say something in your lyrics and that prompts somebody to do an investigation, that's basically the same thing as you having said it on social media. If I get on Twitter and an officer who knows my handle and the identity behind it, he sees that I said, I'm about to go to XYZ address with my gun and my sword, and I am going to do XYZ to XYZ person. And he come knocking and he say, hey, yo, what the fuck is up with this? At that point, I mean, they're within their rights. That's reasonable suspicion, which then leads into probable cause. So they can do that. The same thing with rap lyrics. That's reasonable suspicion, which can prompt not a full-blown investigation, but it can prompt some questions to be asked. And then when you're asking questions, if the person who's being questioned is being dodgy, now you got probable cause because why are you being weird? I'm just asking questions about your music. We gonna see what's behind that attitude. And then boom, investigation happens. It's illegal. Is it a little weird? Yes, because freedom of speech. But they're not abridging your right. They're just going off of what it is you said in your music about the shit that you did.
All I'm saying is I'm sick of the rap music where they just rattling off the names of the people they killed to a beat. Like if you really did that shit and there's really evidence and they play that shit to a jury, I have no problem with it.
I mean, yeah, at that point, it's evidence. That's a crime. Get that nigga out of here. Hang that nigga now. Like,
But now, if you ain't got no evidence, but you just using the song, like, oh no, you say this in the song, nigga, you gotta at least have a body, nigga. You, if I say I killed somebody and you just bring me to court and say, oh yeah, you say you killed somebody in a song, nigga, so who, where the body, where the evidence? You can't use that. Like that's crazy. But if you rapping about, Dirt was rapping about this shit. Yeah, we slid for Vaughn. Yeah, we kept that shit on the low. We did this, we did that. Nigga, no, if you was keeping it on the low, keep it on the low. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he ratted out his people without even knowing.
His people really ratted him out, to be honest with you, because they didn't listen to him.
He ratted himself out too with the song.
That's true.
I'll never forget when I was young listening to T.I. music and he was talking about selling dope. I was thinking that was the coolest shit in the world until I heard an interview where that nigga said, nah, I don't do that shit for real no more. Like, I used to, so I can still rap about the life, but no, I don't do that no more. Okay, boom, these niggas ain't really living that shit. I need rappers to go back to not living their lyrics.
Then authenticity becomes a question.
Who cares?
We ain't never question if Head Mama was authentic. We ain't question if college graduation was authentic.
But that's not what you were just saying. You switched.
I ain't question Gucci Man was authentic.
Because the persona that he
today, Bricks would get that nigga in trouble.
Hey, Gucci Man served his time, but we ain't gonna bring that up. Gucci Man served his time.
But since
that's what I say.
Since we are talking about music, have y'all seen that overseas crowds are 10 times better than American crowds?
Yes.
Concerts, live events.
That like, and this is my topic. The reason why it came up is more so from a WWE standpoint, and then I just wanted to do a deep dive, you know. So I looked at some of the overseas crowds with Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Prince even. You know, in the overseas crowd, I see why so many artists they don't want to tour in the United States. The crowds are lame. Like, have y'all seen what Coachella was like this year, bro?
No.
Bruh, pull up whenever you don't have to put on pod, but T-Pain was performing, which I feel like having him perform in front of a young crowd, that's kind of you asking for.
No. The young crowd do know T-Pain because of Twitch.
But the crowd was lame.
But what do you have the comparatives to? And I want to also say this is also during the
even the night.
And that's not one of T-Pain. Is that? That didn't even sound like Kiss.
Not because he did like a guitar remix. And then he like mixed in like. Did he mix in Not Like Us with this? He hitting that motherfucker. Now let's see. Watch this. I think it depends on the artist. Travis Scott, Coachella.
Hey, I miss when concerts was actual concerts.
But I think that depends on the artist you're going to see. Because if you go to like a Travis concert, look at the difference with how like people are like engaged. That's a mosh pit right there.
Travis Scott is something that more youth today vibe with. God, I sounded old saying that just now.
You is old ass nigga.
Bro, shut
The
up.
oldest one on the pod, bro. Shut your mouth.
Let's
That's
do
what I'm saying. Nigga, the
Lil
oldest one on the
Uzi,
pod.
Coachella.
Yeah, chill on my dog, pops.
And people are more engaged at night when it comes to. Look how many phones up in the air. That's how you can tell the difference. People didn't go to Coachella to see T-Pain. No offense. T-Pain
I'm just saying.
solid. His set was solid, but niggas didn't go to Coachella to see T-Pain. Sorry.
That's true. That's true. But I'm just saying, me personally, American crowds are lame, bro. It's lame.
Yeah,
Be real, bro.
we used to seeing these people.
But be real, bro. If you was an artist touring and you get the let's just say you get a 5 crowd, you feel it, you just vibing. They just vibing. But you go overseas and they hitting your lyrics word for word, bar for bar. Tell me that wouldn't do something to you.
Well, it would, because they don't know my language and they're still going above and beyond to still be. But I put the blame on the artist. I don't blame foreign crowds or American crowds. I blame the people putting on these shows, the sets. That's who I blame. Because there's a noticeable difference between like Travis and even somebody like Tyler performing, because some people are great live performance.
Live
Uzi as well.
performers.
Really good live performance.
Y'all better watch out. That man about to be a wrestler, bro.
However, Joel, let's toss up somebody like Wayne. No offense to Wayne, a legend, but Wayne is not a good live performer.
Wayne is ass live performing, bro. I'm not gonna watch it.
So I think it comes down to these artists, and when they make certain artists also make songs catered to the live audience crowd, and it works better there. So when it comes to like stateside, sometimes it just doesn't work out.
I agree. But I still take that overseas crowd though.
But shout out to Travis overseas when he was at the Roman Coliseum.
Yeah, you talking about that shit that you try to give Kanye that one time?
This shit, where Fiend at? Played this shit like 100 times back to back. Caused an earthquake. I ain't never seen an artist cause an earthquake, my nigga. But I'll give it to foreign crowds. They did that shit. That's kind of wild though. Look at that crowd.
Hey.
But that's foreign crowds though.
But hear me out. I'm a wrestling fan for the past like 6 months. That's the only song I've been hearing, bro. So, with respect, I'm tired of hearing that song.
Fiend, yeah, that shit annoying. And then they got it as his entrance music, but
Travis is carrying WWE right now. He is carrying WWE.
No. Dude, shut up, bro.
Because a real wrestling fan knows that main event he made it. The main event of WrestleMania was garbage. He didn't make it no better.
It wasn't because of Travis.
Travis didn't have to come out though.
Did.
I mean, no, it being garbage was the point, though. John Cena want to ruin wrestling, so you gave you a trash main event.
That's true.
That's sickening.
Nah, it's great.
You know what Triple H told Travis Scott after WrestleMania? Travis Scott got off stage and he told Triple H, "Damn, this feel like what I'm supposed to do in life. This feel like my calling." Triple H said, "I see you at work on Monday." It want that boy
This
Travis
nigga
out
ain't
there.
show up on a Monday yet. So what are you talking about?
They want that boy Travis out there. They want that boy Travis out there. They need that
Nobody
audience.
really cares for Travis out there, bro. They actually don't like him because his first time out there, he won a black people eye for real. Like, bro, chill out.
Nah, but that's the old heads. The younger guys and the younger guys, they cool with it. The older guys like Undertaker, Billy, Bubba Ray, they the ones that said whenever Scott gets into a match, John Cena going to have Cody Rhodes going to have to give him a
receipt.
A receipt. Going to have to give him a receipt.
So let me get this straight. So it was cool when they had Snoop Dogg, Trump, everybody in wrestling, but the moment this black man, this young black man, there, it's
Snoop ain't black nobody eye. He
didn't black nobody eye. That's the problem. Travis walked
Snoop
out there
Dogg
and
ain't
black
really out there
somebody.
in the field like that. Travis out there with them.
Nah, that was Travis' one chance to get that shit off because he ain't like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
I will say this.
That's into a different
I'll
story.
say this. Cody gonna have to give him a receipt sooner or later. It's coming.
Yeah, because
So it
that
sound like
weekend
y'all want Travis
crossroads
back.
wasn't it.
Sound like y'all want Travis back.
Just to get his ass whipped one time.
Travis is in the story regardless, so it's like. Whether I like it or not, I personally didn't have a problem with Travis being in it, but it's like, yeah.
Well, since we're talking about big crowds, 100 men versus one gorilla.
100 men. The fact that people are giving it to this gorilla is crazy.
Not enough room for 100 men to jump a gorilla, right? That gorilla killing everybody.
Hey, yeah, it's sad how much faith society has lost in men. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Do y'all not realize that a lot there? Do y'all understand? Bodybuilders are significantly bigger than a gorilla.
About the same
I do
size.
not understand that gorilla is significantly stronger than them.
Yeah, a bodybuilder, yes, one. But if I put 25 bodybuilders on his ass, what now?
25 bodybuilders can't carry 4K tons.
A gorilla don't weigh 4 fucking tons. A gorilla weighs 500 pounds.
They can drag tons.
Whoa. 500 pounds at most. At most. Those 500 pounds is the big range for gorillas.
Samar, have you not seen the bodybuilder games, bro?
Boy, Mark Henry would pick a gorilla up and slam that bitch world's strongest slam, bro. What the fuck you talking about? Mark Henry would pick a Big Show fat ass up. You don't think 25 bodybuilders can slam a gorilla?
No.
You're tripping.
Tamar, listen to the strategy and tell me if you think this will work, all right? I actually agree in the strategy.
Know exactly the strategy that would work to beat the gorilla. This is actually something that I've studied through. There's always been a question. For whatever reason, it's going viral right now. Formation. You're going to have to force it to fight because gorillas are going to be scared. They're going to be running around. But sometimes a scared animal, when its back is against the wall, is the most dangerous it could possibly be. It is hard to beat.
All right.
Swarm method. You have 100 randomly selected. Some of them are pretty good, some of them are pretty tough. Most of them are simply average schmucks. But humans own gorillas as far as mentality goes. You need a leader in this instance, and this is for me to.
Let's skip past him saying he's gonna be a leader.
And everyone's gonna form a link. You know how it is. Like I believe there was a toy, like a link of monkeys back in the day, where it was like a bunch of red plastic monkeys, and they were all sort of linked together. You have to form a chain link fence. I'll get to it. It's called the swarm. You're gonna put your hand on the guy next to you. Put your hand on the guy next to you, and it's like a rugby huddle, and 100 people. So there's gonna be two. You can't. Again, this Zero confidence. Okay? And you just sort of track the gorilla until each quarter is with each other. Now we have 100 guys, all standing kumbaya, hand on each other's shoulders. And then you have to lock in and understand that we own gorillas. We own them. Okay? Mentally, we absolutely own gorillas. And then comes the chant. This is where we scare the gorilla. And this is where it gets ugly because people assume that it's gonna be some sort of a fight where, we're gonna fight. No, dude. You're gonna scare the living fuck out of this gorilla and fuck it up mentally first. Mental warfare to make the gorilla start. We're gonna make him really confused. We're gonna make him start looking around, confused, running back and forth, running back and trying to see if there's a way out. But no, there's a chain link.
Hell nah.
Moving in, and after link moves in, because you know it's 100 people.
Tomorrow, let's top it up to you. You have ever watched National Geographic?
And then like go behind the other guy. So eventually it's gonna be like 50 guys in a circle, 50 guys right behind,
Hey,
and then
follow this real quick.
have to start chanting.
Shamar, you do understand by the time all that the gorilla probably done had a heart attack and died, right?
Nah.
Shamar, have
Nah,
you?
Shamar, let me
gorilla.
Shamar, listen to this, right? Give me 30 bodybuilders, strongman competition. The motherfuckers that can squat 1,000 pounds can bench press 550. Give me 30 of them. Give me 30 mixed martial artists. Give me 30 John Jones, 30 fucking all of the super heavyweights for the MMA.
Somebody get their jaws
No,
off.
Shamar, listen, because that's that scary bitch made shit. Give me 10 NFL linemen, just big ass niggas. Well, I'm at like 70. 20 sumo wrestlers, 600-pound niggas. Now you can just have regular motherfuckers. It don't matter. Because at that point, you got enough weight and strength to hold that motherfucker down and take advantage of his vulnerable spots. He still got joints. He still got ankles, knees, all that shit. He got eyes. He got weak spots you can take advantage of. People got this unfucking realistic view of a gorilla like they got impenetrable skin and they 7 feet tall. Them niggas is 4'8", bruh. 10 sumo wrestlers, 10 NFL running backs, 10 bodybuilders, and 10 goddamn strongmen will beat a gorilla.
I just think y'all are really underestimating the gorilla.
No, I think everybody's so bitch made they think
about a gorilla.
And niggas is not running up on a gorilla like it's the fucking movies one at a time, nigga. That gorilla getting 10 niggas on him at once, followed by another 10 niggas immediately.
And then they getting killed too.
Shamar, hold on, Tef, hold on. Shamar, do you know how terrified of a human being a gorilla really is, bro? You do understand the man started off by saying gorillas are terrified of humans. You do
gorillas lose 1v1s to leopards.
That's
and you
why
don't think
Shamar
100 people?
That's why Shamar need to see this part. Watch.
Eventually get tighter and tighter. You have some people break out and then like go behind the other guy. So eventually it's going to be like 50 guys in a circle, 50 guys behind, and then comes the mental warfare. We have to start chanting, "Fuck yeah, fuck yeah," and we're not expecting a lot of energy because we're
he's had a heart attack.
That's game right there. That's game there.
He's dead.
100 people.
He's dead.
Hey,
100 people surrounded by a gorilla, yelling at a gorilla, chanting the same thing is going to scare the fucking shit out of a gorilla.
And he's having a heart attack. A lot of people don't know that. The gorilla is having the heart attack.
Why is the gorilla gonna have a heart attack in the middle of a fight?
Because gorillas
don't want to fight.
Human. Gorillas. Let me ask you this question, Shamar. You taking 4 gorillas or 5 chimpanzees?
Say that again.
Are you taking in a fight? Are you taking 5 chimpanzees? Or are you taking 4 gorillas?
I personally rather fight the gorilla.
We talk about that.
Shit, give me the
that's not a that's not a contest.
It's not a contest. I'm taking the 4 gorillas.
I would rather have the gorillas. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy.
I'm taking them gorillas.
I'm taking the
are
gorillas.
devious.
Shamar, here's the thing: a gorilla would leave me alive. The chimpanzees would make sure there's nothing left of me. Do you understand right now? Chimpanzees realize gorillas won't attack them, so they're jumping gorillas.
Wait, I misheard the question. Are you asking who will win a fight between 4 gorillas and 5 chimpanzees, or
would you rather fight?
Would you rather fight 4 gorillas?
Yeah, I didn't hear that right. Yeah, give me the gorillas.
Huh?
Give me the gorillas.
There's a reason for that.
You said the reason for that?
Because chimpanzees
will carry limb from limb. A gorilla won't.
So why don't you think 100 humans can't be their own gorilla?
Because as soon as a nigga get their jaw knocked off his hinges, that morale gonna drop. Nobody ain't gonna go through that.
Nigga, if it's 100 people versus the gorilla, we already know going into it.
100 people are not going to be willing to make that sacrifice.
Nigga, if you're forced into it, you gotta
the
fight.
situation is.
Everybody going in, you know, a lot of us not getting out of this. At least 30 of us. Not even 30. 20 of us.
15.
20 of us will be at least maimed or killed. At least 20.
Y'all don't understand how hard a gorilla can hit it. That shit fell sternum in half.
Shamar,
you don't understand how terrified a gorilla really is.
Shamar, do you know leopards, small cats, hunt gorillas? 100 niggas is killing a gorilla.
What they have that humans don't? Great agility.
It's 100 of us.
A gorilla with great agility, my nigga?
Humans don't.
No, he talking about the leopard got great agility. Nigga, if a leopard, one leopard, nigga, do you know people kill leopards with their hands in situations? It can happen.
1% hell heals is gonna be y'all gonna do the same with a gorilla.
Shamar.
We seen 4 niggas beat a bear. You don't think 100 is beating a gorilla?
Shamar, do you realize in the scenario that the guy is talking about in the video, we're not even going to fight by then. The gorilla is legit dying due to a heart attack because it's stressed out because it doesn't know what's about to happen.
Unless even I'll even skip past because I'm not going to play the full video. The strategy is just surround the gorilla, slowly move in, and as you move in, you add more layers to the outside ring. And then you'll have 25 people around the gorilla. You have another ring of 25 around that. Another ring of 25 around that. And just everybody just dog piling on this gorilla. At least 1 or 2 people are going to be able to poke his fucking eyes out. Once that's done, the gorilla has no sense of nothing.
Come on, you think a gorilla got the stamina to fight 100 people?
It doesn't.
Do you think it can exert its full strength 100 times? No.
A gorilla strength is laying out a good half of that people. I'm telling you, morale gonna drop.
50 people.
Y'all faith in humans? I'm not gonna lie. Y'all got it. If y'all solely believe it, y'all can do it.
Shamar, let me tell you this. They say a gorilla punch force is like 2,000 psi. Mike Tyson punch force was 1,800. We can get 100 niggas to knock that motherfucker out. Yes, we can.
No, you cannot. We're around a gorilla.
Shamar, there's a reason why this argument is going on.
Do you think? Just a question. If, let's say, that average man, an average man that can do 45 plates on the side, do you think he could punch a gorilla and a gorilla would feel pain from that?
That gorilla won't feel shit. An average man, well, it will not phase a gorilla at all.
You're tripping.
I don't know how dense you think their muscles are or how strong you think they are.
Niggas think gorillas are superhumans, bro. Like they comic book
They got
characters. That's what
like
it is.
extra thick skin.
Stats of a gorilla real quick, like. Just pull up the stats of a gorilla.
Make it seem like it's
a gorilla
100.
is 4'8", 500 pounds on the highest end. Hey, matter of fact, Shamar, a gorilla still has joints. We could still dislocate its elbow, which wouldn't take a necessary amount of force. We could dislocate its shoulder.
Look how big this shit is, bro. Realistically. Come on now. 100 people?
Play on a gorilla is just crazy work. That's all.
Shamar, a gorilla got nuts. You don't think one of the 100 people is gonna be able to hit that motherfucker in his nuts to slow it down? None of them. Hey, to Shamar, that gorilla is moderate to the Force Noble Alliance, bro. Is that what you thinking that gorilla doing?
I was just about to say, to Shamar, it's 100 people versus Kaido.
Y'all just saying running up on a gorilla just gonna work and half that people not gonna lose their faith after seeing a lot of niggas dying. Like, what the hell?
If people are signing up for this knowing the outcome, why do you think they would fear the consequence?
Folks want to die to fight a gorilla.
And Shamar, you gotta think a part of the method is the chant. You know why the chant is important? Not only for the gorilla, for the people involved. You know, when we start making chants and start yelling and shit, after a while of chanting and hyping yourself up, you start to feel fucking invincible, my nigga.
Hey, hold on. I got another example for Shamar too. You don't think people go to war and see their friends get blown up, see people get shot, and they still move forward? That happens all the time, bro. It happens
in the war. That's not happening fighting fucking gorillas.
Who's fighting the war? Men. The fuck?
God, not gorillas.
Shamar, I would much rather walk into a gorilla than a fucking grenade.
Hey, bro, pull up what I put in Discord, bro.
I tried to copy it, but it was trying to send me to Put Locker.
I'd much rather see my friend get hit by a gorilla than see my friend step on a landmine.
Hold on, I got you. I can screenshot it.
All right, I got it right here.
Understand, Brian Shaw. If you don't know who Brian Shaw is, and they're comparing this man to a gorilla, they confirm Brian Shaw will take on a gorilla 1-on-1 and win.
Hell no.
Do you know? Are you even looking at the picture to know who that is? Because they compared Brian Shaw's muscle to an actual gorilla.
Oh, hold on. He is 430. Let's see.
And he like 6 feet.
Gorillas weigh between 310 and 450. They right in his weight class. And let's say we take the average gorilla. The average gorilla probably would be like 380, 390-ish. Still lighter than this nigga. Let's see. Right.
Just go ahead and click that how tall a gorilla standing up on the drop down. Go scroll up a little bit. Oh, okay.
A gorilla's punch can deliver a force up to 1,300 to 2,700 pounds. Who the fuck is punching that hard?
Mike Tyson punches 18.
We already said that, bro.
Hold on, let me look that up real quick.
Stand up to 6 feet. Adult females.
What are they on average? Because where did I hit
4.5? Adult females stand 4.5.
Oh,
but they have up to, so between 6 feet, 4.5. I mean, 1.5 feet.
So damn, so we got a strong man that's basically the size of a gorilla, and you saying if I bring 25 of them and 25 sumo niggas, we can't hold a gorilla down, Shamar? You don't think so?
No, not at all.
So if
And I
20,
just looked up how much how hard Mike Tyson can punch. That shit does not equate nowhere near towards a gorilla.
You said
1,000
gorillas from
is not. That don't mean pounds of force.
what?
or if 25 people grab a gorilla's arm, do you think they can hold it down?
If 25 people try to grab that gorilla, 25 people getting their shit ripped off.
No. 25 people grab one arm. 25 people grab another arm. 25 people grab one leg, and then 25 people grab the other leg. That's 100 people
That's
right
not
there.
working out. All them people are not getting on that gorilla like that.
How powerful do you really think a gorilla? Have you actually looked at National Geographic before?
Not even. I'm looking up the stats of how much what a gorilla can do.
There's a difference of looking it up. Have you actually sat down and looked at National Geographic?
Have you, Joe?
Yes. That's why I've asked.
I don't even see why where he get this. They'll rip people apart. Gorillas don't even do that. Have you seen gorillas fight? Them little fucking hammer punches, nigga. That shit ain't doing shit.
That's why I asked you. That's why I asked you. Do you understand how terrified a gorilla is of a human? Do you know they go out of their way to fight humans?
Y'all really believe y'all can take a gorilla?
No. We watching gorillas fight on the screen right now.
These niggas play fighting, bro.
And that was the whole fighting, bro. People fight longer than that.
And that's why chimpanzees are taking them on as we speak.
Oh my God, Shamar, we are so scared of that. You act like the gorilla got hands, bro.
That's all his energy right there.
He tired.
Look at him. He panting.
I don't even know why y'all trying to hype that up. Stop that. That wasn't even a fight.
We just seen the fight.
Hold on. I'm gonna kill this whole thing. How long do you think a gorilla actually can fight?
Long enough to drop morale down.
Shamar, it's not that long, bro. Gorillas do not have great stamina.
Why jumping this nigga like that?
I don't know why y'all think y'all can hold on a gorilla like that. Soon as a gorilla get a hold on anybody, that's your ass.
You do know it's the bite force. That's it. That's the only thing.
The two gorillas playing. They're not even fighting for real.
No, these niggas is fighting.
They're fighting. Those are two active gorillas.
Sure, you ain't even watching because that's 3 gorillas.
Ooh, he's getting active. But you see the nigga scared, right?
Actively avoiding conflict.
After 30 seconds, that nigga ain't ready to give up. Look at him, he running. What you think he gonna do with 100 niggas chasing him and he trying to run? Tire himself out?
And within that,
damn gorilla.
And within that, he gets a heart attack.
Shema, who do you think a gorilla is?
Who do y'all think y'all are?
Normal people.
Even Shamar, even in my scenario, I didn't even say me. I said 25 bodybuilders. No, I said 30
we don't
bodybuilders.
even need that. I say we don't even need that.
You don't even need that many bodybuilders.
I'm just saying though, if you put 30 niggas the size of Brian Shaw on a gorilla, maybe 5 die. Maybe 5 are hurt.
10 or less.
They say gorillas can live 4 to 5 times their weight. With 5 niggas, that's 500 pounds. That's 4 to 5 times their weight. You put an extra 90 people on there, you can pin a gorilla down.
You think they find Godzilla?
That's equivalent to 2,700 pounds of force.
You said 1,300 to 2,700.
Yes, there is no man hitting that hard.
Mike Tyson's prime, his PSI is 1,800.
That's not
far off.
At best, that's probably 150 to probably 300 pounds of force. That's still nowhere near that.
No, Shamar. Right. No, Shamar.
His confirmed punching strength is 1,800 PSI.
Yeah, equivalent that to pounds of force. PSI does not measure in pounds.
Shamar, PSI is pressure per square inch.
That's not pounds of force.
I think
How much
you're
PSI?
thinking pounds of pressure versus pounds of force.
The average bite force of a gorilla is 1,300 psi. The average punch is between 1,300 and 27
PSI, the same thing that they said for Mike Tyson.
Ivan Drago's punching power was 2,150 psi.
Damn.
But
we got some punching in the 2,000 range too, so we can throw hands with them. We got people. Y'all think a gorilla is a fucking supervillain from an anime for real? Y'all thinking all gorillas is King Kong, bro? That's what it is. All gorillas are not King Kong.
There's only one in this part that thinks that. It's not me.
I'm talking to the viewership too, because it's a lot of people. A lot of people.
Hey, get the fucking shit out of me.
Well, fuck you, because you talking shit.
Now, I get if you kidnap 100 random regular people, McDonald's workers and shit who don't know what they're getting into. But if you picking people to actively sign up to go into that shit, that whole logic of, oh, soon as such and such happen, everybody gonna quit. No, that's not how the human brain work all the time. We have examples of this.
I've seen it plenty of times. I play football. I've seen somebody get cleaned up, and somebody beside me, that ain't gonna be me. I'm gonna clean him up. Ain't me.
Up next, we have a clip.
Wait. I do got to branch off to that and it's gonna be real quick. Since we doing 100 niggas and we an anime podcast, let's do 100 niggas versus anime protagonists on their first episode. Who do we beat?
I don't care.
I'm beating the dog shit out of Luffy. The dog shit.
Hey, hold on, Shamar. You talking about Naruto, nigga? You forgot episode 1? How many songs that nigga made?
Episode 1.
Yeah, no, we outnumbered. We picked Naruto. You tripping?
I'm not doing that, bro. The minute I think it's a 100 on 1, he equals that.
He turned it into a 1,000 on 100.
So it's like, okay, we this was a bad idea.
Episode 1, he ain't had his ninja skills set in yet, so I can still whoop that ass.
No, he was still trained from the academy.
He still
barely. He was not good. He was failing.
He still also had the multi-shadow clone.
This nigga still knew how to curve. He still knew how to curve shuriken. You know the skill that take, right? He could curve shuriken in episode 1. Nigga.
Come on, why you worried about Naruto? Your first answer should have been Luffy.
My answer is Yuji.
The hell you gonna be niggas? We can't deal no kind of damage towards him. The man made a rubber off rip on episode 1.
I'm beating that.
We can tie him up. We can tie him up. We can tie his limbs to himself. Wait, we'll hog tie Luffy to himself.
Luffy
episode 1, he decked the T-King. I'm good.
Luffy was getting slept by
Gorilla and Luffy, and downplayed the fuck out of a kid Naruto that was actively getting active with someone he shouldn't have been getting active.
This nigga fought Alvita. Within the first couple episodes, this nigga got put down by Buggy.
Oh yeah,
he got captured by Buggy, but he didn't necessarily go down.
How did Buggy get him in that guillotine then?
Again, he captured him. I mean, he went down.
You don't
like
think
Buggy put him
Luffy?
down.
You don't think we can capture Luffy? 100 people?
Episode 1?
Yes.
I'm tying that nigga right arm to his left leg. Hey, get the other one and tie it in the back. He rubber.
Good luck.
Listen.
Hey, we beating the hell out of Yuji.
Okay, 100, yeah.
Episode 1?
Yeah, episode 1, but I ain't gonna cap. He cleaned up the first thing. He cleaned up.
I'd also argue 100 people could beat Ichigo in his human form. Episode 1.
Hey, Ichigo clean up the first 12.
100? I don't know with the way he had. Hey, I'm not going. I want to put Yusuke in there. I want to put Yusuke in there, but I'm nah. I ain't too sure.
Nah, you can't beat everybody ass. Don't do that.
100 people versus episode 1 Yusuke? I don't know.
I don't. That man been beating delinquents for the longest. I don't know about
that. He ain't got no powers at all.
But he was known and feared throughout all of high school.
To teenagers, nigga, we talking about men, grown men.
He probably been beating grown men too.
Yeah, he ain't beating 100 of them. You know what? Yeah, 100 niggas is beating Yusuke first episode.
Alright.
Hey, Deku, I'm sorry.
Deku got folded. Deku getting folded. Deku getting folded.
All right.
Oh, and we not touching Natsu or Naruto.
On to our anime topic. Kubo is a crash out.
Fans don't understand some shit from the mangas that they are reading. The mangaka will just be like, oh, it's a matter of reading comprehension. Or if you're Horikoshi, you might tell them to reread the manga and use their own imagination. Or if you're Gege, you might just be shocked that this is so fucking stupid. However, the thing is, to criticize Bleach. As he said here, if you have the talent to draw a story that's more interesting than Bleach, then
He's talking to you, Tough.
Talking to Tough, bro.
Definitely talking to Tough.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
He was cooking.
He talking to you, Tough. He on your ass.
He ain't talking to me. I don't think I can't draw a better story. I can write one.
That nigga said, sit in your corner. Only open your mouth for rain and dust, and hopefully you live, nigga. Some crazy shit.
Hey, Kubo will crash out though, for real, bro.
And since he did bring up Horikoshi, we got the new top 5 rankings for
yes, sir.
JJK. Muriel, Shoto.
My hero.
My hero, my bad. Muriel, Shoto, Mount Lady, Deku, and Baku. Didn't Deku do this in like 6 months?
They don't give the timetable. I'm about to say it's about 6-month timetable.
Hey, shout out Deku. That nigga was moving like a demon.
And his hero name is
the one for all hero, Deku.
Yeah, the one for all hero. I was like, that's goated, bro.
Mountain Lady is a fraud. I don't know why the fuck she's still up here.
Hold on.
Because in the universe, she's fine.
Yeah, popularity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is right.
Any top 20 hero could replace Mountain Lady right there. Put Gang Orca there. That's my nigga.
Hell no.
Gang Orca. But
Gang
what?
Orca. Gang Orca is that
Mountain
nigga.
Lady versatility set her apart from a lot of motherfuckers.
Oh, she can grow big.
Can she shrink and get bigger, or can she only just get bigger?
I think it's just get bigger and normal size.
Kamui Woods is better than Mountain Lady.
Well, that's her boyfriend, so.
There's a joke in there.
You need a tree to hit that.
She said she wanted the wood.
Have you seen Gege's new comments about JJK?
Yes, sir. He said that Gojo lost because he got cocky. He took his eye off the ball.
Yeah.
So Gojo basically pulled a Goku. Got it.
Basically.
Well, what he said was basically after he killed Maharaga, he thought Sukuna didn't have a way around
Infinity anymore.
But it threw Gojo for a loop. The fact that Sukuna pulled out the bullshit out the bag. Just like us, Gojo was caught off guard by Sukuna doing some dumb shit. Basically. Next question. The Viltrumite Empire invades anime. What verse do they conquer?
They conquer my hero.
Yeah.
I knew it.
They conquer. Well, no. Shigaraki would be a big fucking problem for him.
50 of them niggas? I don't know, nigga.
Viltrumites, yeah, no, that's
Viltrumite's kind of crazy.
If none of them related information and let this nigga touch them.
One Viltrumite just travels through this nigga chest.
You said, huh?
General Krieg and just send General Krieg just a kamikaze and travel through this nigga chest.
I don't know. Shigaraki got regen too, so.
Hey, can that nigga live without a heart? We never seen that before.
No, we haven't.
Mm-hmm. Let's do they survive JJK?
Yeah. Well, it depends. They don't have shit for domains. That's the only thing. And some of them domains could be a headache.
My thing is, if niggas in JJK do all that talking shit, they cook. But if niggas get straight to it, then they can pull off dubs.
I got one. I ain't gonna lie. Who taking out Mahito? Who taking out Gojo?
Yeah. Solid picks.
Like just those two hacks itself is crazy.
Yeah, that's fair. They don't make it past JJK. They dog walk. Just imagine 50 Viltrumites on one pirate crew. You don't even need devil fruits.
What they gonna do to the Logias?
These hey, send them down the same path that Luffy went on. They'll learn hockey.
Shit, Thrag will have it as soon as he walk in the verse.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Imagine, just put 50 Viltrumites on a crew, set them on the same path as Luffy.
Yeah.
They clearing their list and all.
They conquering one. They They cooking One Piece.
My name is Monkey D. Luffy. What?
Magellan will put up a good little fight.
Draco boy, I wouldn't think so.
Oh, let's clear that misconception up too. Viltrumites are not weak to high frequency sound. It is one specific frequency that fucks up their equilibrium, but not all high frequency sound.
Do they clear Naruto? How far do they get in Naruto?
They get to 2 blue vortex.
No, they don't make it to
what the fuck?
It depends on when they come. That's the next question.
Wait, they got to get past Madara. What are we talking about here?
Damn. The Madara, Hashirama, the tail beasts individually.
I think they can take all the tail beasts up until like 8, maybe. 8, maybe. At 9, these niggas got to come up with some extra strategy. Niggas got to learn jutsu. Solo leveling.
Shit, everybody but Jinwoo.
Whoa. I'm thinking about that. Whoa now. My nigga Thomas Andre is a dog. Let's not forget.
He ain't fighting Conquest.
Conquest is not standing up to a ruler, niggas.
Yeah. Yeah, Thomas Andre is not a full ruler. He's a vessel of a ruler who can't even use the full power because his body will fuck up.
He's still not fucking. You think Viltrumites could clear S rank dungeon?
Yeah, they'll clear S rank.
Together? Are you saying this as them together, or if you send like, let's say you send 5 Viltrumites into an S rank dungeon, do they come out alive?
Yes.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know.
Why not?
Wasn't Cal Gargon a S rank? Wasn't he in an S rank dungeon?
Yeah. Which dungeon you talking about?
Cal Gargon, the Tusk.
A rank.
He was an A?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, that was an S.
That was an A, because remember, Buddy talked to the S rank hunter, and he was like, "Do you think you could clear a high A rank dungeon by yourself?" Yeah. When he asked if Jinwoo was stronger than him, he was like, "Well, I asked you this: could you clear a high A rank dungeon by yourself?" He was like, "Shit, I ain't think so."
That nigga would have been fired. So even saying that to me, I ain't gonna cap.
Nah, nigga, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Don't go try it neither. I seen what was going on in that bitch. Don't go do it, bro. I'm looking out for you.
Nah, bro. He talked to me kind of reckless. He gonna have to get fired off of that one.
Hey. But yeah, I do think 5 Viltrumites is clearing that. You forget how durable Viltrumites are too. And the speed. Like all of them are capable of traversing space, so you know they bare minimum light speed. They clearing them dungeons.
I don't know.
Now, when you start mentioning like a monarch, I do think the monarchs would be a problem. They'll take out some low level Viltrumites. But then when you start getting up there, when you get to like Anessa, Conquest, Omni-Man, Thrag, who in the original solo leveling is standing up to Thrag?
I told you, I think my nigga Thomas Andre.
Fight Thrag? Let's not forget this nigga Thrag durability was so crazy. He was fighting on the surface of the sun.
Oh yeah, that is right. The Dragon Monarch.
Yeah, I don't think that shit is doing nothing to Thrag. The sun? And mind you, he was fighting well after all his flesh burned off. So that's even more of a durability feat. And was about to escape. And then, please don't throw Mark in as well. Especially a post-Viltrumite war Mark. Hell no. It's a wrap. They clear.
And the next one is, are the avatars past lives more useful than for all past lives?
I say yes. I do think One for All is better.
You think it's better?
Yes. Because we see a lot for Aang to communicate with the past avatars. And with Deku and the One for All users, we seen that he got to a level where they was talking in like real time instantaneously. Like they having whole conversations in milliseconds, it seemed like. So with them being able to relate information while the fight is actually going on, that's huge.
But in Avatar state, you get access to all previous knowledge, abilities. They don't have to tell you anything. You're in sync with it.
Yeah, but you got to go into that state. One for All, you always in sync. Once you, like, the way Deku got it, he was always in sync after the Shigaraki waking up.
Okay. All right. Last topic for the night. One hot take. One Piece can do no wrong. Fans will always defend the bullshit within the show. Before,
Yes.
is Shamar here? Is Shamar here? No, I was gonna ask him for his thought on it.
One Piece with what?
One Piece can do no wrong. Fans will always defend the bullshit within the show.
Hey, we got enough proof of that. Is that even a question? I mean, we heard Shamar say Pale surviving wasn't bullshit. Do we need any more proof?
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. At some point, you got to be able to criticize him.
That's a fact. If you can't criticize the show, then you're not genuinely watching it.
I feel the same way. If you have no critique for the show, I feel like you're going into it blind.
Yeah, you floated through it. Yo, you got some of the craziest rose-colored goggles ever, because everything has a flaw.
Agreed.
Shit, just look at the most perfect anime of all time, One Punch Man. Its biggest flaw is this nigga always doing redraws, and it takes forever for the seasons to come out.
You biased bitch.
It's not even the greatest. Like,
Wait, how's that? I just pointed out the flaws. What the fuck?
No, that's not a flaw. What?
That is a flaw.
That's a
No,
flaw.
we're grown. We're grown. Niggas know animation take time. That whole it take forever for the season to cut. Shut the fuck up.
Draco, do you remember when season 2 of One Punch Man came out?
Wasn't I in college?
Shit, we were, weren't we?
Oh yeah, it was like 2017, 2018.
Oh man,
it's 2025, nigga. That's a long fucking time.
Oh, shit, man.
That's 7 years. Do you know when season 1 came out? 2015.
I was definitely
in 10 years. We got 2 seasons.
There's still some anime on hiatus, so
fuck them.
Yeah.
Oh damn, bro.
Oh wait, was that the last topic? Because I could save y'all a couple hours of y'all day.
That was the last topic
of y'all week, actually.
For what?
You season 5 dropped on Netflix this week.
Oh, no one cares about that show.
Don't spoil it.
Shit, I watched it. I watched every season faithfully, regrettably.
I'm on episode like 3 of the new season.
Man, y'all are such women, bro. Who watches?
I can't talk because I watched the Outer Banks. I can't talk because I watched.
Actually, what we can talk about? Can we talk about Sinners?
Yeah, you can. I don't mind spoilers.
Great. Shout out, Ron.
I give it a solid 6.5 out of 10.
6? I give it an 8. 8.5.
Massively overhyped movie.
I feel like it's overhyped.
Joel, you ain't seen it. How you know if it's overhyped?
Because based on the reviews,
you gotta watch them daytime scenes, bro. I'm telling you.
I feel like the masses, like, I'll still give my opinion once I watch it there. Because about Gladiator, I thought Gladiator was overhyped until I watched it. The movie's great.
Did you see Sinners?
I did not, but I know it's massively overhyped. You don't have to engage with something to know if it's hyped up a little much. Now, did I say it's garbage? No, I did say it's overhyped.
I think it's worth its hype. Everybody's been pretty much rating it at a solid, like, I think people been rating it like a 9. I would say like 8.5. I want to rewatch it again. I might give it a higher rating.
Hey, but hold up. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta remember internet influence. Everybody is rating it that high, and then the people who don't rate it that high is, oh, you don't understand. You just don't get it. Like people, I ain't gonna lie, a movie does not have to be super introspective and super deep. The reason I go to movies specifically, just me personally, is to be entertained. And that first half of that movie was not entertaining to me.
I can see that, but honestly, it's one of the first movies I've seen in a long time. And I instantly afterwards, it's like I want to watch it again. It's not that many movies you can point to as of recently that you seen or like, yeah, I need to see that shit again.
When it comes in time, I watch it. I don't want everything to dial down by the time I watch it.
Now just go catch a matinee one day. You all see that bitch for like $6-7, you know.
Plus,
I can do that.
I love the fact how like. Thank you. I like the fact how like music and history is tied deeply into the movie, and it was really historically accurate. As somebody that's like a history major, like seeing the little things point out and like the little details that they actually do mention that normal other movies would not mention. Like if you're watching like a period piece history, if somebody mentions like somebody being hung in like the city square or some shit, usually they don't mention the fact that they used to cut off their genitalia. They don't mention shit like that. But like little details like that. Yeah, that they gloss over. And there's like little details like that throughout the movie. And it's like, to me, it just feels like one of those movies that you can tell that care has been put into it. It's like playing a game that came out and they have like little shit in there that like only if you understand or like been deep inside the franchise for a while you would like understand. And that's what it felt like going into this movie, and it's just one movie.
I know people want like it's a prequel series. There's like 3 prequel series that follow Shaq and Smoke. Another one that follows I can't think of the vampire's name right now. And I think they want another one. I forgot it's 3 of them. It's 3 sequel series that they want on those
Well, Stack and Smoke would have to be a
prequel.
Yeah. My bad. I said sequel. Yeah, prequel. Yeah, they were talking about the vampire. They want a prequel, and Stack and Smoke. They want a prequel. And I forget. It's 3 of them. It's 3 different series that's based off of. I can't remember the third one off the top of my head right now.
And I'll also add, if you're from the South, and when I say South, I don't mean like somebody from Texas. I'm talking about the South, like the dirty South. I think you'll connect with the movie more, just because of like some of the undertones and like the connection to like spirituality with most of like, if you're from the South, you know, like the Gully, some of the Haitians are really deep into like the spirituality aspect of it. And everybody from the South knows at least one person that is a witch or practices some version of.
Oh, not me. Well, no, I do know this girl that do roots on people, but that's about it.
Yeah, everybody knows at least one, especially if you're from the South. So it touches to like something. And weirdly enough, Joel, the town that they're in looks like Bamber, like old Bamber.
That's crazy.
Like even seeing how the way the buildings were built, I was like, yo, that looks like how Bamber used to look back during its heyday. Overall, great movie. Even still, we haven't said any spoilers, but
I done seen enough spoilers already. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Shout out my nigga Cornbread. Shout out my nigga. We all gotta be nice.
Hey, and if that movie ain't teach you nothing, don't trust. No, I can't say that on the pod, but god damn, I want to say it. Based on the movie context, do not trust Koreans and white women. They will fuck you up.
I think she was justified. 100% justified.
She was not.
Think about it. They were gonna go back and they was gonna kill everybody. They was gonna get everybody in this damn town. Everybody in that town was cooked. Her daughter was next. Her husband was already outside that door. Fuck it.
No, because one, your daughter, have some faith in your daughter. Your daughter gonna be like, bro, why the fuck are you asking for permission to come in? You fucking weirdo. You got a key, Dad.
No, that's why they send somebody random. They can send Remick to the door. Remick be like, hey, your dad is over there. He told me to bring some stuff in. You wanna let me in? She'd be like, yeah. Dad's over there. I see Dad back there, and Dad is in the back. Like, yeah, go ahead and let him in, honey. And she'd be like, yeah, come on in. Cool.
How they gonna get back to town fast enough? The night was damn near over. They didn't have time to make it back to town.
Mary got away. Where was Mary at?
She didn't go to town. She went and hid in the damn woods.
Mary.
All right, y'all. Time for me to head out.
Think about it. If they stayed in that bitch until daytime, the vampires gotta scatter because the sun coming up. They go into town. Hey, everybody, yo, shit crazy. Vampires, you ain't gonna believe it. Believe it if you want. But I'm locking my fucking door and I ain't letting nobody in at the door. Don't let nobody in.
Except for me, bro. Sorry for you, big dog.
Come back tomorrow morning when the sun up.
But not gonna lie, Cornbread had my funniest scene. Had the funniest scenes in the movie to me. While I was watching the movie, I think it was my girlfriend. She was beside me, and she was like, as soon as Cornbread walked in the dark, and he was like, "Hey," she started whispering. She was like, "Hey, that's Cornbread." The moment she said that, the other vampires in the back was like, "Cornbread." That shit was hilarious. Then this nigga came to the door and she was like, this nigga said, so y'all gonna let me in or what? Why your big ass can't just walk past us? We do it any other time. We supposed to be kind to one another. When niggas get manners.
Hey, the most fucked up thing, hey, I ain't gonna lie, Karma so crazy in that movie. That movie taught me I ain't never cheating at a card game or nothing ever. You cheat at a card game in movies, you get eaten by vampires, bro. Shit crazy.
They stomped that nigga the fuck out.
And then tossed him outside to get eaten by vampires. And then halfway through, they're like, hold on, wait a minute. He wasn't bit.
Actually, side note, also when old dude started eating that garlic, and he was going through it, that shit had me dying. This nigga said, I done drunk some of that Irish beer and fucked my stomach up. Boy,
I thought he was faking it. He steady doing that shit. I'm like, all right, nigga, I would have been trying to put your ass down.
That nigga would have got fired upon easy. And I like how the brothers was so efficient with the kills. As soon as like they realized some shit was off, they wasn't like bullshit like, oh no, I might not be able to kill him. Fuck that. The moment you try to bite me, they're not blowing off your fucking head.
I mean, that ain't do shit to him, so it didn't really matter.
It slowed him down. Smoke was about to get bit at the door by Cornbread. He had that blick on him. He didn't do shit, but he got him back inside that house. Well, with that concludes our podcast. This week we really didn't have manga chapters, nothing, but next week we will be back. Expect to see more greater and greater things from us as we continue. We'll catch y'all next time.